Hang on. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. This is your wizard and a blizzard, your electric scimitar, your Chris Continuer, mystical machine gun. Welcome you back to Resident Evil Remake. And yes, really minty. We have started this a little while ago. We've done one stream as Chris so far. Chris's story. Well, here we go. Let's fix it. Continued. There you go. Stream title is now completely accurate. Hey, doing Minty? Good to see you. Necro Keys, great to see you as well. Mystical Redfield Gun. Yeah, that does fit the syllables. Anyway, I started playing Remake on Xbox. It crashed every time you save the game. No. On original Xbox? Chomp, how we doing? Good to see you. Gotta give Chomp a shout out as well. Playing some Hugo. That's right. And you were, honestly, I saw a very brief moment of Hugo where you were talking to that full screen old man and it was bloody terrifying. Xbox Series X. There you go. We're going, I washed my hair this morning. You're getting full hair briefly before I put my headphones on properly. It's not because I'm scared. It's not because I don't want to hear any scary noises. It's because my hair's fluffy and looks nice. Fluffy. No, I honestly thought, like, can I just wear little headphones today? But my little Bluetooth headphones, oof, they do not have a volume control. So that would be a bad idea. But last time we started Chris's story, we died a few times. We have made it out of the mansion, though. We are in Lisa's place. We also have the residence to still gain access to. We've got a shotgun. We've got a pistol. We fought Yawn. We saved Richard. We played as Rebecca. Lots of stuff happening. Modeling for a panty. Hang on. Let me do this. Oh, I just wish I had a slow motion button that I could somehow lower the frame rate of the camera or something. You finished Hugo 2? GG. Hugo 3 now. Third one went pretty fast. Oh, there you go. Doctor Who stuff. I honestly got asked by a co-worker on Friday how my hair looks so good. Now, to be fair, he's bald. So, you know. Okay, let's have a look. What do we got? What do we got puzzle-wise? What we've been trying to do, we've got the wooden mount. That's about it, looks like. And the wind crest. Wind crest we don't use for a long time. What I've been finding is that Chris has a rough old time with the zombies. We're on normal difficulty. We take the crank. Ah, there you go. Nice. That is actually what we needed. The end is shaped square, so yeah, that's a square crank. We're cranking already. Ah, couldn't wait. Yeah, so that happens. Why Lisa doesn't steal his face is never quite adequately explained. Time to go, Chris. Fuck. Or it's time to die, one or the other. Jesus. She does not mess around. What was I going to say? Why doesn't she kill him? Why does she knock him out for a little bit first? Goes out and runs a few errands, then I'll kill him later. But yeah, oh shit. I said to my co-worker, I've got a wife and 2 daughters. So the reason my hair is so nice is because I just listen. I've been brushing hair for 9 years now. So between that and some hair advice from people like M. Foolery and Goaty, we got it covered. Is there anything to get here in the meantime? Or is it just getting hassled by crows? It's just getting hassled by crows. I think. I was honestly planning to do as much dodging as possible. And so far, off to a bad start. But I hope for those of you where it was Mother's Day, if it wasn't Mother's Day in your part of the world and you've got reason to celebrate Mother's Day, you had a good Mother's Day. Quite proud of myself. I made Eggs Benedict for Funshine. Now the surprise was spoiled, unfortunately. I looked up how to make hollandaise sauce. Like, I was just going to do everything from scratch. And yeah, hollandaise sauce sounds hard. And I'm sure I knew this already, but the fact that Eggs Benedict are eggs with egg sauce still kind of blows my mind a bit. So yeah, like it was a case of the best way to do it is to make it fresh and use it when it's warm. And I'm like, because it involves blending. Well, at least the recipe I found involved blending rather than whisking, just to make life easier. And I'm like, well, I wanted to have a sleep in. Yeah, I didn't have any smoked salmon. I didn't have any baby spinach. Drop the ball there. But I did have. Fuck. I just did the wrong thing. I used the first aid spray when I didn't need to. I might regret that later. Well, it was bacon, sourdough, mushrooms, hash brown, and eggs Benedict. So, you know, I tried to make up for the lack of salmon. You can hear the sound of a waterfall in the distance because you see the kids would not eat salmon ever, but they'll eat bacon. So that was a more sensible economic choice, that there'd be bacon for the kids as well. Yeah, Saturday I went. It was Mother's Day a day early because I just did all the chores and did lots of, changed all the beds, cleaned up a lot. She didn't end up getting to sleep in on Mother's Day very much because the kids were too excited. But as we descend into the pit, we're also getting a raid. Holy cow, Jake, Jesus, thank you so much for the raid. 161 people. Holy crikey. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Mystical Machine Gun, retro variety streamer. You love RE1 Remake, so do I. That's awesome. Thank you so much for the raid. What were you playing? Let's have a look. Let's do that. Let's do Shadays while I also talk about myself. Wheel of Steam. Oh, that's awesome. McDonald's gave me diabetes. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hope those diabetes are under control. I'm Mystical Machine Gun, retro variety streamer, doing series playthroughs. Current series are Resident Evil and Sonic. We're up to Resident Evil 1 Remake on the GameCube. We're playing on the Wii. We're playing on the Wii, but GameCube. You know what I mean. Actual hardware happening here, folks. We're up to Sonic Shuffle with Sonic, but luckily for you and for me, I'm unavailable on Friday to do Sonic, so we're having a week off the shuffle. But yes, we've beaten Jill. We're in the middle of Chris. It's hard as hell. Vitamin Chi, how you doing? Welcome in. And yet, Mouse PI. I really need to play that. It looks right up my alley. Like, for the art style, I love hard-boiled noir, all that sort of stuff. I love that animation style, like everything. It's just all good. I'm not even bothering to fight the crows because they will go away at some point and be replaced by dogs. It's gorgeous, exactly. Like, and the fact that it's all black and white or grayscale, if you prefer, I think that just makes it even cooler. Yeah, they had it at PAX for the last 2 years. You never played it. Was there just a massive queue, Necro, or was just didn't get the chance? Thank you, Jesus. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome aboard. Thank you again for the raid. That line was huge. Oh, there you go. And of course, if you need to raid and run, absolutely understood. Thank you so much. And McDonald's gave me diabetes. Thank you for the follow as well. Too much happening at once. Yes. We finally made it, everybody. The titular area. The residence. Look at Chris's armpits. There it is. The residence of Resident Evil. Get your Australia jokes ready. There are spiders coming. President of Weevils, that's right. I think this is a save room. We're on normal difficulty, by the way. Just for the record. Wow, you hadn't played any... So I beat this one last October. The spiders aren't that big. In-game or in Australia? The, No, see, this is... I think Resident Evil 2 on the Dreamcast was the first one I actually managed to beat. Without, losing my... Without, you know, falling apart. But I did buy this, and it did sit on the shelf for a very long time. Wonderful, and Requiem, awesome. Really can't go wrong with 4. So this is the way I played Resident Evil 1. I did not play Resident Evil 1 until earlier this year or late last year when I played Resident Evil 1 on the Saturn. So that was the first time I played the original. Because I've beaten this. I had it on my GameCube, of course. And we're not saving. I need to copy my RE2 and RE3 GC ROMs onto the old retro box so I can play them on the TV and big screen. Well, that's the good thing about the Wii and its GameCube compatibility. And, you know, I've got a TV, you know, 4K, whatever, but it has one component input. So I can just hook up the Wii to it. Happy days. Door plate reads 1 at 001. There's holes in the floor. Should we do something about that? First one I played and beat was Resident Evil 2 Platinum for Windows 98. Just saw it in software, etc. and bought it on a whim. Very cool. RE1 Remake is the best though. It's so good. It still looks really good. You know? These graphics hold up. And it's what, 20 years old? Older than that. Managed to beat 4 right before Requiem came out. Oh, there you go. So you've just had the best of Leon back to back. I installed Battlesera on an old PC, copied all my retro console games onto it so I could just browse the catalog and run the game in the living room. That's awesome. Christmas, how you doing? Welcome in. A plant would smack us if we walked over that hole. Maybe we could have pushed the box over that hole? I'm not sure. But this is the way I do it. This is my method. Sam Hine, how you doing? Good morning. It's morning in California again. Doesn't seem to be anything useful. Story of my life. Newspapers lie scattered about. They all seem to contain articles about stars. You've got a fan, Chris? Can't read that? That totally looks like a pinned up note. Now, I do not want to look in that hole. Do I? Not yet, anyway. I'm doing good, Christmas. I'm doing good. My week started off rough, but we're getting better. You miss software, etc. They have D&D books, old games for cheap, imports from Japan when they were current. The door plate reads gallery. Obscure stuff, tons of PC games, and productivity software. So Mum would take you there. Then GameStop bought them and almost all that went away. Yeah, and then they just start selling tat. Yeah. So yeah, Mother's Day got off to a good start. Eggs Benedict, breakfast in bed, a Care Bear themed Kiss shirt where instead of saying Kiss, the band, it says Hugs, and had 4 Care Bears where you would have had, Gene Simmons and all those guys. And I bought a Tomodachi Life on Sunday, so Plant 42 report, because they played the demo and they loved it to bits. So I think they're currently playing Tomodachi Life right now. 4 days have passed since the accident. The plant at point 42 is growing at an amazing rate. Although there are many unknown aspects about this plant, we know that in comparison with the other group of plants, the T virus has had a substantially stronger effect on this one. The T virus has drastically morphed its host's anatomy as well as its size. Looking at its current state, it's difficult to imagine its original appearance. Nowhere on Earth will you find anything like it. We've also found that Plant 42 has 2 main sources of acquiring its necessary nutrients. One source is through its root. Somehow it has rooted itself down into the basement. Immediately after the accident, a scientist went mad and destroyed the aqua ring. Ever since, the basement has been like a pool. There is a higher possibility that it's one of the chemicals in the water that's promoting the Plant 42's rapid growth. However, we have yet to determine the specific chemical. A bulb-like body of the Plant 42 has been sighted hanging from the ceiling of the first floor. We are sure that it used the air ducts to reach the first floor. Numerous long, tentacle-like vines are protruding from the bulb. We believe the vines are the second means of acquiring its nutrients. When the Plant 42 senses prey, it uses the tentacle-like vines to capture its prey. After doing so, suckers on the vine drain the prey of its blood. They didn't call it Dracula plant? Vampire plant? Poison Dracula? We've also noticed that it has some intelligence. When it captures its prey or when it's inactive, the vines twine around the door to stop possible intruders. Unfortunately, several of our scientists have already fallen victim to this Plant 42. When we heard the stories from the survivors, they all observed one thing in common. When the uniform petal-like flaps open and reveal its vital internals, it has a tendency to become more aggressive. One witness reported that it was as if it was trying to protect itself. Why it behaves the way it does is still unknown. May 21st, 1998, Henry Sarton. Okay. Now, you might have noticed I did not grab the map off the wall. That's because there would be Hornets if we did that. It's confusing that the Nintendo Direct that announced the new Tomodachi also announced the Tamagotchi game. We just want to really confuse the Westerners. Hey, English speakers, suck on this. The residents are still evil, Tim. They absolutely are. How was your chill Command and Conquer stream this morning? I was still in bed. Someone appears to have vomited blood on some of the newspapers. That's how I feel when I read the paper, let me tell you. Hey-o. Might even let him grab me. Let's do that. Because that saves us having to worry about a Crimson Head later. There you go. I didn't know that was going to happen because I went in that room as Jill. So I fought him in the room. Which way do we need to push these? This way. You forgot about the bees. Oh, God, the bees. Yes. So, yes, Mother's Day got off to a good start, except because we were going to Funshine's family for lunch and a barbecue. And because it was celebrating her mum, she overcommitted a bit. And we were making salad. We were making potato bake. We were making another salad. And she'd prepped a lot of the potato bake stuff the night before. So we're talking cheese, potatoes, onion, cream, all on a big baking tray. And she left it overnight, so she could just pop it in the oven in the morning. And potatoes, being what they are, it was a bit moist in the morning. And she's like, oh, it's not working out. I'm like, it's just a really creamy potato bake. Your family will eat it no matter what. And we ended up putting this giant baking tray, managing to fit it in the microwave. Saved the day. But had to talk her down. Is there anything in the bathtub? Doesn't seem to be. Which key is this? 001. Okay, cool. Sorry, beer pong, Greenimus, how you doing? I'm the bee's knees, you're too kind. Is that a reference to the fact that we may get attacked by bees any moment now? I'm trying to avoid that outcome. Yeah, barbecue it. My in-laws. All good. The weather wasn't really barbecue weather, but we did it anyway. My father-in-law cooked some amazing chops. There's a ladder here. Climb down. And then after that, we went to my mum's. Had some pizza. All going great. Mother-in-law and mum both got presents. Enjoyed their presents. Happy days. Yeah, at like 10 o'clock at night, if you remember my nice big purple bottle, which this is not, that I carry around. The bees may bring you to their knees, but this is POW. Gee, because I'm in the POW regions. This is what I got. Yes. My pleasure, ABP, because folks should give you a follow. Good times. Lovely streamer. Very chill. Yeah, I was carrying my nearly 2-litre bottle of water to bed. It was ready for bed, exhausted, massively long day. Dropped it onto a carpeted floor. This is a plastic bottle. And it must have just been so old that it exploded. The lid of it exploded. So, you know, Funshine's already in bed, getting ready for bed after a big Mother's Day. I've spilt water all over the floor. So rather than getting a good night's rest and going to bed a little bit early, my Mother's Day ended with me hair drying the floor at like 11 p.m. to make sure we didn't get mold in the carpet and stuff. So yes, that was my Mother's Day. So my week got off to not the best start, but we're getting there. It's getting better. I'm working from home tomorrow. That's only ever going to improve. I assumed as such, but I assume you know about the glitch in Jill's scenario that's only in the NTSC version. I don't think I do. Tell me about it. Now, this leads to sharks, doesn't it? I think this leads to sharks. Are we ready to fight sharks? Not sure. Yeah, that definitely leads to sharks. Yes. Okay. I'm not fighting sharks yet. It was my mess, don't forget. Like, it is true love, but it was also my mess. So I was cleaning up after myself. The problem with hair drying anything is that you cannot listen. You can't listen to your podcast while you're hair drying. You can't do all that. You just have to hair dry. Yes, furniture moving for sure. It's got love. We had lunch with my parents and my brother's family. My niece had a slice of stone cold pizza. The topping landed on her foot and she just bawled her eyes out, claiming the pizza was burning her foot, and didn't stop until her mum took her to the bathroom to wash her foot. Oh, that happens. The stone cold pizza was burning their foot. It's amazing with kids. I don't know how old they are. You know, their expectation takes over reality. So she was expecting it to be hot. So that was it. It's hot. You know what I mean? Okay. I'm going to save. We did waste a first aid spray, but I'm going to save. How long do I hair dry? It's the 30-second thing. Tim, how long do you think it takes me to hair dry, buddy? This is a process. Anyway, I'm talking about hair drying the floor at this point. It took like an hour. Oh, yep. I've been there as well. My wife's cousins, when they were little, they're a year apart, but their birthdays are like a couple of weeks apart. And it was, got to get Hannah. If you get Hannah a present, got to get Nikki a present. Otherwise, he'll cry. We use the key for room 001. There's no further use. Discard, yes. Okay, hang on. I'm going to read about this glitch. 1 second. So there's a glitch where you take grenade rounds in and out of the box in a very specific way. It's like a 10-step process, crikey. It confuses the game, setting the grenade quantity to a number more than 255, but because the number only goes up to 255, it sets the number to a specific number lower than that. In this case, 250. It's repeatable, so it's infinite. Ammo for the grenade launcher. Awesome. Sharks with frickin' laser beams on their head. Ah, that's right. The glitch is fixed for us pal suckers. My niece won't cry if someone else is getting presents. Just take the present away and help them open it. Yes, that's pass the parcel around here. Tim, I dropped a 2-litre bottle of water onto carpet that should have not broken because it's carpet and a plastic bottle. Hey, buddy. But instead, it broke all over the carpet. So it was late at night, had to just do it. We'll take the self-defense gun, sure. Suicide note. This is always a fun one to read. June 22, 1998. I had to do it. We ran from those things, helping each other to survive. But Robert started to show the symptoms. I had to do it. Those damn things are pure evil. There was no other way. He would have done the same if it were the other way around. After I put him out of his misery, I had to just leave him in the bathroom. Now I'm probably the last one. How could this happen? I had to move furniture to him. This was an effort. I'll never forgive myself for being part of this project. Eventually I'll get what's coming to me though. There's no way to escape from this nut house. It's just a matter of time now. Everything is set. All I need is a little courage to get it done. Knowing that I'll leave many things undone is regret beyond words. But this is better than just waiting to turn into one of them. Please understand, and at least let me end my life as a person. There's a message on the back. Linda, please forgive me. Don't forget to check the warp core, that's it. Pure evil in this residence? Are you telling me there's a hazard in this bio? Nightmares drop a full plate of food on the ground? Oh, exactly. I gave Funshine breakfast in bed. I don't like having breakfast in bed because I don't trust myself. An old bookcase. The books are mostly concerned with literature and philosophy. Anything fun to find? This bed shows signs of having been used. It looks awesome. It still looks awesome, you know? Is there anything worth finding in here? Because there will be a zombie. Sneeze into a bowl of food when you're super hungry, you just cried, oh no. That's your own germs, Necro. That's okay. You can eat your own germs. Okay, maybe not. Whoops. It's full of dirty water. Pull out the plug? Sure. If it's one of those tiny keys, I'm going to be annoyed. There's something inside the bathtub. Ah, the control room key. That actually might be more useful. Hey, buddy. Looks like I've got no more self-defense items. Embedded. There we go. Did I remember to save? Awkward. I don't know if I remembered to save. They make coffee at work. They use K-cups. Think of it ejecting the warp cord. Lovely. We didn't save. That's right. That gives us a chance to redo Lisa. Yeah, I mean, it's such a good remake. There's no reason to even play the PS1 Saturn Windows version unless you want the cheesy acting. Well, look, I did play the Saturn one to say that we've done it. Also, because this is a Sega channel. We all love Sega around here. And yes, we all want the cheesy acting. You're almost a Jill sandwich.
Welcome aboard.
Mean Machine Dean, thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. Thank you for the very similar
You
initials.
lose, big guy.
MMD, I'm MMG. That was Resident Evil 2, bit of voice acting. I enjoyed that. When Claire. I want an expanded Lisa Trevor plot and gameplay, yeah. Oh, I don't know. Her plot's pretty depressing. Her plot's really sad. It's like, do I want more of that? I'm not sure. See, she swung super early this time. Nice, nice. Look at that, everybody. We got the crank and we're getting out of here. Pretty tragic, but I think she's underutilized in this game. First time I played this, I'm not kidding. I was terrified of her. You know, when you don't know what ends up happening, to try and keep it a little bit vague. Then, you know, it's terrifying knowing there's an unkillable zombie running around, essentially. And she can knock you out in one hit. Best remake ever made? It's definitely up there. Absolutely. Because, you know, long before just, you know, sticking it in Unreal Engine 5 and calling it a day, they went, we're remaking this and we're making it. And they put in differences. They made it different. They made it look different. It's longer. Drinky, does she count as a zombie? Good question. She could almost, I guess, be counted as a tyrant. Would be probably the closest. Got pat testing happening sometime today. What's pat testing? Is Pat on board with it? Has Pat been informed? She's like the original nemesis, yeah. Does she follow you from room to room? I don't think so. She kind of shows up in certain spots, which is fine. That's fine. That's fine with me. I don't want to deal with it too often. I'm seeing rumors recently saying there's a remake of Resident Evil 1 in the works. Yes. I'm like, why though? The GameCube remake is perfect and available on current stuff, either HD Remastered or the remake, which looks even better. That's right. I've got all these on my PS4 as well. All these versions. It's great. Testing the plugs. I have to examine it first, see if it's square. Yeah. Or maybe we're just not in the right spot. In regards to law here. Because money! Well... Oh, exactly. This is way scarier. Way scarier than the original. Like, I remember being scared of the original watching my brother play it on the PlayStation. How many RE games have I played? I've played all the way through till 6. I have... So not on stream, where we've done Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, Code Veronica, Gaiden, Survivor.
Yeah!
That's about it. In my time before streaming, I had played 2 on the Dreamcast, Code Veronica, this one, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I've also heard RE9 is maybe getting multiple story DLC, and RE10 is in early development with Claire. Yes, go Claire. 0 and Code Veronica are apparently getting the RE engine. Yeah. Well, 9 seems to have sold pretty well, so don't know why they wouldn't try and cash in a bit with some DLC. Yeah, the new mode doesn't count for sure. Well, look, from Capcom's point of view, like I could, maybe I'm just anal enough with the Resident Evil 2 remake, Resident Evil 3 remake, Resident Evil 4 remake that are all in the, what is it, the RE engine? I could just see somebody being there like, oh, we put everything else in the RE engine, what about 1? 9 makes you excited for 10? That's great news. But yeah, that's the thing. There was a Resident Evil 2 and 3 released for the GameCube, but they were just ports. Alright, let's put the crank away for a very long time. Let's actually save our game, shall we? The shelves saying buckets and rope. The rope looks freshly cut. You cannot have it, even though it would come in handy. I mean, Star Fox 64 is getting a remake and I'm getting it, but that's because I want more new Star Fox games. That's fair. I got very excited about a new Star Fox, and I'll be honest, I got a little less excited when it was a remake. Because yeah, I can play Star Fox on my / Lilac Wars on my Switch right now with an N64 controller. So, you know, without terrifying VTuber avatars. Yes, that 3 remake mod where they essentially put in all the stuff they cut out. That I've seen some videos of that. That looks rad as hell. So Drinky, I'm with you. I heard they were planning something way bigger with 9, but had to cut it down. Oh, okay. Feels like 9's plenty big. I've been trying to stop myself from getting spoiled. Always skips the item, but can you skip it? I didn't even know. Doesn't sell. We like when it's seen new entries for a while. At least that's my assumption. Well, look, that's the thing. I think 0 didn't sell very well, based on a YouTube video I watched. So, but I don't have a Switch 2, so I can't help you. So I can say this: Lisa is essentially the prototype tyrant. They injected Jessica Trevor with a bunch of viruses, and she just died. Lisa survives. So they suggested putting the prototype Nemesis parasite in her, and she pretty much ate it, and then William Birkin studied her and made G-Virus from her. So, yeah, exactly. Well, is it kind of a retcon? Is that why it's the T-Virus? Because it's the Trevor virus? The T still stands for tyrant. Okay. Not a retcon. Boo. That's the gallery door. G is Golgotha. I didn't know that. There you go. Look at that. Always educational. Always learning new things. You've read that. I do love that page flicking sound though. Very, very dialectic. Oh, baby. Whenever I get the head pop, I'm a happy man. Golgotha sounds like a Zelda boss. That's an ancient something or other. Greek myth? Golgotha? I was in a presentation yesterday talking about Golgotha. It does sound like the first one from Ocarina of Time. New Battlestar Galactica game. Awesome. Yes, exactly. The grenade glitch. Having infinite fire rounds would make it easy. No crimson heads, nothing. Just burnt zombie corpses behind you. To be fair, we're almost past Crimson Head worrying times, I think. Because I think when we go back to the mansion after doing enough of this, we're in Hunter Town. Which will be a whole different set of problems, of course. Why am I doing this now? I don't need to do this now. We could just do it when we come back for realsies, but hey. Almost. There are still some zombies to worry about since this isn't Director's Cut Advanced mode. Okay, fair enough. Like that honestly, with this section of the games, Drinky. It's like, which version do I play? Because I own, like, so, you know, I've defaulted to original hardware. But I do own this, I think, on PS3 and PS4. And there are slight differences, I think. You skipped it. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, it's just a waste of time. It's meant to be atmospheric. But again, I'm not dealing with sharks just yet. Like, Resident Evil 4. Again, I've got multiple versions of that, but we'll go with the GameCube version. We might jump over the PS2 version just to do separate ways. But that'll be after we do everything else. I got the serum in time. We saved Richard both times. We are Richard. We're dick saving heroes. But when I fought Yawn, Richard did not try and help me out, so I haven't gotten a better shotgun or anything. So I'm still not sure what saving Richard does for us in this round. Was there anything in this cabinet? Yeah, I was in a work presentation about gee, holding the secrets about AI bullshit. They were talking about mythos, and the guy kept calling it mythos, and it's like, it's mythos. That's how it's been pronounced forever. Please show what you know what you're talking about by even just pronouncing it correctly. Oh. Okay. We're not going to save just here. We'll go do that other room. Because the main reason I died was trying to... Just having him hanging there is brutal. And the fact that it didn't work, that's the worst. Spoiler alert. There's probably due to me being on the spectrum, but I would have the handgun and its ammo next to each other. The shotgun and shells next to each other. Well, Drinky, at least the shotgun shells are in the item box. That's probably better. Would you play Tokyo Ghostwire as a spiritual sequel? It's not really a spiritual sequel. Look, Necro, there's always... there's something inside the bathtub. What I do when I get to the end of a series, which, again, it's going to be a little while. It's going to be a while. Jeez. Zombie kicked my ass. Anyway, what am I saying? When I get near the end of a series, I always like to do a sub goal. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, however many. If you want to see more, you know, if you're liking the series, do you want to see more of it, then here are some either games made by the same people or related ones. So at the end of our very long Metal Gear Solid series playthrough, I did more Kojima games. At the end of... What did we do at the end of Phantasy Star? Did I do anything at the end of Phantasy Star? Can't remember now. I thought there was. It might have just been still with the Metal Gear games. Anyway, so Tokyo Ghostwire would be a good candidate for that. I am honestly tossing up whether to Look, it's a long way to go. I actually had no idea you can just rush the mask in the first yawn fight and not shoot a single shot until you saw a streamer do it. Oh my god. Police Snort. We played Police Snorts. Necro, that's exactly it. So we did. So for the Kojima ones, this is why I ended up playing Death Stranding. Because we played Snatcher, Police Snorts. God, I should remember these now. I really should. Survive. Because we were like, Survive, fuck you. What was it? Snatcher, Police Snorts, Survive. And Death Stranding. But there was one other. Okay, you gotta make me look it up now. I'm pressing the wrong buttons. For whatever reason, I lose all ability to touch type when the microphone's there because it's ever so slightly blocking my view. So, game list. Unmetal. That was it. Oh, no, hang on. Win back. That's it. Win back. That's it. Oh, Necro, well, they're on YouTube, for one thing. You may not want to watch them if you loved Winback. I did not love Winback. I really, really didn't love Winback. Started on the PS2 version. It sucked. Like, we had real issues with it. Oh, it's not aged well. Oh, good. I'm glad you think so. All right. Goodbye, self-defense gun. I never end up using you for anything. Well, that's why I played it. Like, I remember renting it for my N64, but I also remember reading magazine reviews saying it's Metal Gear Solid for the N64. It's Winback, and it's like, isn't the self-defense gun as strong as Magnum, just one shot? Yeah, but that's the thing. What do I use it against? What is the one enemy? Ah, the final tyrant. Yeah, okay. It's not. No, it's not. Like, the magazine review, like, that was one of those bad reviews. That was a bad review, making a bad comparison because you take cover. That's the main reason. Okay. Lots of stuff to pick up here. Either tyrant phase would be a good boss. Okay. Why are these spiders so small? Why didn't extra party mode work? That happened the other week. Hang on, we'll have to do it manually. Just a second. Gotta do it for the people. Not events. Community commands? Gosh, I always forget where things are.
You're too slow.
Oh, maybe this is what I need to do. Sometimes I just need to do this. Raise the roof, people. It's a remix.
You're too slow.
Oh, we are lacking in inventory, folks. We are lacking. There's lots of stuff to pick up here, and we've got no room for it. Oh, I love those Sonic emotes. Gotta go fast. Now, there is these lights that we have to also figure out. They're a clue. Lacking in crackers. Got babe posters though, that's the main thing. A rack full of wine bottles. They're all cheap vintages. Okay. Throwing lots of herbs at us since if we got poisoned, might as well combo it with the green herb. Oh, that's something we need to do. That's something I didn't do. Oh, this is very exciting, folks. We're going to do some inventory management. Hooray! I didn't do this with Jill. I left a lot of the blue herbs here. And it's not like you get poisoned very often, but it's just going to be a lot easier if we just get all these blue herbs. Store them away. We shot the spiders, so we should be safe. Ah. Here's the entire plot to Dino Crisis. That's awesome. Rather than PogChamp, it's PogChomp. Love it. See, that's another one that is a contender for a bonus is Dino Crisis 1 and 2. Is there a Dino Crisis 3? Can't even remember now. Yes. So yes, there's plenty of options. I may have even thought of... Ah, Xbox. Okay, that explains it. Has anybody seen... It's Dino Crisis in space? Well, okay. Well, that's one of the beauty parts of... Could it have some kind of meaning? Oh, shit. I'm bad at turning on my captions. I'm still getting used to it. Sorry, everybody. If anybody was trying to use the captions, they weren't working. Alright. That's the beauty about the bonus games. I don't have to play a whole series. I can just pick and choose. So if I say Dino Crisis 1 and 2, that's fine. It's my rules. LCC, how you doing? You son of a bitch. Is there a laugh one? I don't know if there was. No, there's not. There's a cackle and an evil laugh. Oh my god.
I just resubscribed for 41 months. 40-something retro subber Mystic 719 bust Mystic 719 tin.
Rosie, welcome in. 40-something resubscriber. 40-something resubscriber. 40-something resubscriber. Bunch of subscriptions on Twitch. Thank you so much, Rosie, for the 41 months. Good heavens. If you need a refund, just let me know. Okay, we've lit those. We don't need to use them for a little while yet, but might as well light them. Control room. Where's the control room? Hope you're doing well, Rosie. We're currently just looting the residence because I left a lot of stuff behind as Jill, so we're going to loot it as Chris. Make sure we don't leave anything behind. Now, the red book. It's a book with a red cover. Do we have to do this to open it? We do. Why did it spin around twice? It's a book with a red cover. Nothing is printed on any of the pages. Is there a special way to use it? Special way to use it is to put it in the item box and then never return. No. Where's my other shotgun shells? All the way up here. Ooh, 13. I like the sound of that. Can somebody tell me the point of the first aid box? That has one first aid spray in it. What is the point? Oh, I was getting killed by I was getting mauled by a giant spider, and the latch on the first aid box broke, so I died. A pesticide spray for flowers. It appears to be empty. Oh, okay, cool. I was trying to get the blue herb, actually. I know a bunch of people who stream this and never figured out how to open the first aid box. What? Now that's different. I know how to open it, and there's just the first aid spray in there. I didn't even think there was a trick to it. I thought you just clicked on it and it opened. You just examine it. There you go. Just examine it. Oh, what's this? An herb mix of green and blue herb was inside.
Way uncool.
Well, I guess if you're just used to hitting U's on everything, but still. Okay, handgun magazine, shotgun. Can't get in the gallery yet. There are we can deal with the sharks. We can attempt the sharks. But we shall save before we attempt the sharks. Actually, if we're attempting the sharks, we need shotguns, not handguns. I have to actually examine an item at the start of the game, and 2 more items later on a bit. Exactly. Yes, look at it from the lid. If you go by the hinge, yes, yeah, exactly. That's the trick. Everything else that opens with a hinge or a latch, you look at the latch. So that's, yeah, odd. So it's fair to say it's inconsistent. Okay, ink ribbons away. We have 1 item slot available. Cool. Let's go downstairs. Well, there you go. At least with that, I now know the point of the first aid box. Sometimes it's not just a first aid spray. Sometimes it's a green and blue herb. So we've got lots of blue herbs if we ever need them in future. Because, of course, way later, there's shit that can poison you. And then you might find yourself lacking in those herbs. Okay, we did save. We've got shotgun. We've got first aid. We've got control room key. Let's go. Because death may be at the bottom. Death. Hopefully we won't have to do that drinking. Hopefully. Oh fuck, I was not ready for this.
Richard! Chris!
Oh shit, Richard.
Chris, stop!
Fuck, poor Richard.
Richard.
What? How did he even get down here? Hopefully I'm going in the right direction. I think I am. Richard was the guy who got eaten by the snake as well. Poor Richard. Either way, he gets eaten. Well, he lives longer in this version, so there you go. There's no further use to this key. This guy. Excellent question. I think it was ever revealed how he got here. Yeah. Okay. He's a good guy in Umbrella Chronicles. There you go. That's something I haven't played. The warning lamp indicates that there is an emergency. I remember this being a bit stressful. And again, I think I own Umbrella Chronicles. No, Drinky, we'll be playing Umbrella Chronicles. We'll be playing Dark Side Chronicles. Do not worry. On the Wii, maybe. On Dolphin, maybe that. But we'll even if we do Dolphin, I've got the light bar. Yes. Well, that's exactly it. Bang. I love light gun games and I love Resident Evil games, but I didn't play Umbrella Chronicles enough. A pressure shelter. So I ran into a problem streaming this from the real GameCube that made this puzzle impossible. Now, we managed to beat it as Jill. So hopefully we don't run into whatever happened to you, Vitamin G. A pressure shelter. Okay. Yeah, what happened though? $1 million question. There's a map of the aquarium. Ring. You got the map of the aquarium. That's perfect. And Umbrella Chronicles is designed so well, like old school Philly arcade game. That's awesome. Now, an oil pressure regulator. There's no need to adjust the pressure right now. Not right now. We go down here, and this is unable to open, yeah? The door is held tightly shut by the pressure of the water. Favorite in the series, wow. That's awesome. Looking forward to it then. Is there a file about the oil pressure? I honestly cannot remember. Oh, you haven't seen the door image. There you go. You weren't paying attention when I saw it with Jill. The controls for the main system, everybody. Everything seems to be in proper working order. There's something we're missing here. Where's the button I need? An error message is being displayed. Here we go. Something appears to have gone wrong while the water was being drained. There's a switch to drain the water. Press it? Yes.
Emergency. Unknown source of pressure detected. Locking all doors to achieve maximum safety.
Bat Shark Rebella, that's it. There's a controller lever for the pressure shelter, but it won't budge until the safety is released. Yep.
Reaching 30% of pressure threshold.
An oil pressure regulator. There's no need to adjust pressure right now. Chris, get around that office chair, buddy. The pressure shelter is locked. Release the safety? Yes. The safety mechanism for the pressure shelter has been released.
Reaching 50% of pressure threshold.
That shuts the shutters.
Activate emergency drainage system immediately.
Oil pressure lost. Shelter operation terminated. Restore oil pressure, then release the safety. Now, this is it. This is where we do the oil pressure. These switches control the oil pressure valves. Number 1.
Reaching 70% of pressure threshold.
Oh my god, okay. Try again, I suppose. Is it just gonna do it again? Okay. Number 1 was the right one. I was waiting for someone to hit that. We did it! Safety's been released. You'll have to operate it by hand now. We did that. Safety's been released. Press it. There we go. Ah, the water has been completely drained. Sounds like Neptune and other sharks are having a party. Alright, cool. We did it, everybody. That was party worthy for sure. What is our grand prize for draining the water? It's wet shoes. Actually, Chris should be like saturated from the waist down. Ah, this is where we are. Oh, the weight would be annoying. Is it just a... I know the feeling. Whenever you got a tradie or somebody else coming over. It's just like, come on. You said 12 till 2. Hurry up. Maybe I shouldn't have picked up the thing so early. The materials are labeled dynamite. They're soaked beyond use. Ooh, shotgun shells. Yes, please. Once they arrive, you've got to shut down your PC and unplug everything. Did you tell him? Did you tell him you're watching a stream? Very important. Diving suits and nets. There doesn't seem to be anything of use. I use an Eon Mark II HDMI adapter for the GameCube. I then feed it and all my other retro stuff into the RetroTink 4K, in this case by HDMI. What I didn't know until this game was that the Eon was trying to upscale it from 480i to 720p, and the RetroTink was then trying to upscale that to 2160p. 4K. When the camera shakes for either the rolling boulder or the shark, it jiggles the image, and the Eon was losing its mind, sending a weird signal to the Tink, which then made more weird. It was such a mess, it was losing signal completely. Good lord. That's what happens in the chase to fidelity. Oh, right, this part. Okay. Ooh, will you take the assault shotgun? Sure. Ooh. Fires 12 gauge shells, a Stars custom arsenal, and also Richard's favorite. This is a freaking... Because Richard doesn't infinite battle. Yeah. Okay, we are honestly going to have to come back. I don't know if I could deal damage either, but bugger it. I just shot it anyway. Now, if I go drop all my stuff off and come back, it should be fine. The only one is the one you fire the power box. Yeah, the others just flop forever. All right, fine. I made my choice. Can you believe we're doing an item box run in Resident Evil? No. Hope nobody needs to go to the bathroom anytime soon. This is just going to be... This is making me need to pee. Come on, game. Stop with all the running water. Poor old Richard. Much like Barry and others. Only the main characters have to explain how they get to places. Oh, fuck. Okay. We've got a different problem. We have a different problem. There is a key we need. So we may have to go forward to go back. I don't think I've soft locked myself. I think I've just made things more annoying for myself by picking up that first aid box. But we shall see. Worst case scenario, we reload our save. We don't even bother bringing the handgun because we did not use it this time. Didn't even need to use the shotgun. But what we will do is we will definitely empty the classic shotgun TM before we start using the automatic shotgun. Because there's a key here, which I think is the key to the gallery. We shall see. No, it's fucking Magnum ammo. Definitely need to come back for that. Yeah, we'll get some use out of the shotgun. Yes, an unload option would be amazing, especially for the grenade launcher. Ah, you unlocked it. There we go. No, I tell a lie. The grenade launcher does just give you back the ammo if you swap ammo. So that's good. Okay, let's rock. We need a sound clip of Metallica's Leper Messiah. Was it Leper Messiah? Where do they say back to the front? But it says back to the box. The majority of people are cops, exactly. Is it even that hard? The Magnum would probably be a pain to unload. Now, I'm sorry there's been so many inventory box shenanigans this time around, chat, but it's part of the game. Click the cylinder out, dump them in your head. I don't know much about guns, I'll be honest. Let's put the assault shotgun away for now. Let's just see what's in here. Kristen Barrier, ex-military. There you go. 2 green herbs this time. They spoiled us with the first aid box actually having a first aid spray in it. Jill was Delta Force. Oh, that's right. This is Resident Evil, where you can be 20 years old and be an army vet, special forces, SEAL, fighter pilot. Nope. Exactly. Rebecca is the only one with an excuse. But then we will see her wielding a couple of guns very soon. Resident Evil 0 is next, and I've never played it. Ex-burglar. Well, maybe she was a Delta Force police burglar. You know, as you are by the age of 21. I'm honestly going to check the wiki for this. Jill Valentine, film character. Get out of here. She's a game character, you motherfuckers. So the music play. So I type in Breeze Wiki rather than fandom. Date of birth 1974. Good night. So she's 24. Rebecca is still a police medic. Should have basic gun training at minimum. There you go. God, these wiki articles are incredibly long. Army and law enforcement career 1992. So she was 18. Early 1990s, Valentine serves in the United States Army and got the attention of recruiters for Delta Force. There you go. Nation's primary counter-terrorism unit. Although the unit did not enlist women, Valentine was allowed to take part in the 6-month intensive operator training course, where she excelled in bomb disposal and lockpicking, and was known for her delicate and nimble, though precise dexterity, as well as resilience, courage, and discernment amid danger. This made Valentine one of the only women in the world with Delta Force training, so she could dispose of bombs. She can dispose of bombs and lockpick, and she's the only woman in Delta Force. There you go. Not a burglar. She somehow graduated from uni at 18. Yeah, it's. I love it because the whole idea is that the target audience, well, it feels like the target audience for Japanese games is 20-year-old men who have a job and spend all their money on video games. Whereas, you know, back in the 90s, it felt like the target audience in America, for example, was kids. But yeah, so the you know, to appeal to those 20-year-old males, they made all the characters a similar age. And so, you know, everybody's a fighter pilot, Delta Force. What's this? You all right? Okay. I've just been handed a book. Is this something I need to read right now? No, I think this is mostly a story my daughter has written about Twilight Sparkle. I think what she's trying to communicate to me, though, is that mum and dad in Tomodachi Life are smitten. I think that's what this is indicating. So, good news, everybody. Look, the shark's gone. We won't get a crimson head shark. She wrote about Twilight, but you're not a sparkling, so they're called vampire. No. I think she used an old story about Twilight Sparkle. God, that does not show up well. But I think the main thing she wanted to get across was this on the back. I'll tell you about my Tomodachi Life in a minute. Once we've gotten past this. Yeah, the pony. They had a My Little Pony phase. Ah, shit. The water flow control system doesn't have power. The generating unit for the water flow control system. Babylon Zoo, how you doing? Dancing time. It's always a dance. It's always a party. DJ Zool in the house. Mouse stick fire. Pull the lever down. Let's do it. This thing looks like I could electrocute you. If only there was some way to drop it into the water. Yep. Pull the lever up. You're just in time for seafood. This encounter is rather shocking. The generator unit for the water flow control system, it's toasted. Toasted! Ooh. Will you take the residence key? Absolutely. Word gallery is imprinted. Oh, there you go. One more trip around, everybody. The controller is vibrating slightly with the water or with the spasms of the shark. Who knows? Sid in Final Fantasy VII, who's a retired engineer, a grizzled pilot, a space pilot who had his dreams crushed, and a chain-smoking, graying old man at age 32. Yeah. I don't want to play Final Fantasy VII Original anytime soon, as I'm 43, and I've achieved none of those things. Shrimp cocktail, please. Extra horseradish. It's almost the savory music in here. Almost. Oh, of course, LCC. Who hasn't? It's the only time I felt weightless, let me tell you. Hey-oh. Spacing out count. Oh. It's one of my favorite ways to describe someone who, you know, isn't concentrating, probably doesn't care what you're talking about, you know, on another planet, up in space. I played the first Final Fantasy when I was a kid and that was it. Never played another after. Yes, everybody should play Final Fantasy X. Final Fantasy X rules. If you like RPGs at all, you use the gallery key. There's no further use for this key. Discard. Yes, thanks. Okay, what do I got? Shotgun shells, first aid spray, magnum bullets. Let's just get rid of the magnum bullets because we don't have the magnum. Now, I'm a fanboy of Final Fantasy X, so I'm not an unbiased opinion. Replaying it up to Seymour, I think it might be a little... Oh, yes. There's always a risk that you can be underleveled in Final Fantasy X. It's hard to go wrong with a mainline Final Fantasy game, really. Interesting you only played the first one, though. On the NES? Okay. See more butts. Am I saving a bit too often? I don't know. 16 ended up being really underwhelming. Was the main character called Clive? Is that what his name was in 16? To be honest, I've kind of fallen off since 13. I just found it funny. Like, obviously it's not, you know. I found it funny people talking about that name. Because I had an Uncle Clive. So I'm like, you talking trash about my Uncle Clive? It's not a very Final Fantasy name. I can understand that. It's not a lightning or a cloud or a squall or a Zidane or a Titus. You've liked it so far a lot? Vitamin Chi? That's awesome. Like, I'd like to play 15. I've heard lots of good things about it, even just from a road trip vibe. But yeah. That's the thing. These are the kind of things I'd be playing in my own time if I wasn't sticking to, you know, some weird need to play series. We won't take the handgun magazine just yet, just in case. The door plate reads 003. Okay. A corpse with a contorted expression of pain on his face. You like the version of Gilgamesh in 15? There you go. Speaking of Golgotha, what if it's the Gilgamesh virus? He's holding something.
Hey, bro! What's up?
Will you take the insecticide spray? We will. Okay. Oh, we got to go the other way around. Okay, okay, come on. Yep. It's too dangerous to go any further. Thank you for checking out the sound library, Drinky. We're not poisoned, that's the main thing. It's certainly not worth using any... pistol rounds on these suckers. "16 isn't a bad game, and I did have fun playing it. There's a map of the residence, let's take it. But the side quests didn't pan out how they were explained, and quite boring. The story started off super strong, but I'd argue fell flat of anything gripping. And the combat, while fun, had so much more potential for depth of strategy. Isn't that why the commander's there? Tricky, exactly. Exactly. There's a hole in the wall here. Oh, really? No shit. Did we ever examine this in the first place? I like how rusted it looks. It's a pump action spray. There's plenty of insecticide inside. Is there still plenty now? No. There's plenty of insecticide, and then it disappeared into the ether. They are definitely there for fun.
Oh no!
Oh, Geppy X. What a game. Now, hang on. I don't know if I want to go through this door. It's locked anyway. Take the red herb. Like a bad habit of forgetting those. It's blocked from the other side. Okay. We need the 003 key to get into here, right? Yep. An assortment of old test tubes and flasks. The lock mechanism for the door. Use it. Oh, right. One of these type of puzzles. Can't remember. We need to find the clue. Old award certificates line the shelf. Most of them are from the city or the army. Okay. Map check. So, we've got 2 locks. We've got 3 locked doors. Oh, the boo. We killed those wasps and then we didn't actually go to where they were. We didn't get the shiny from where they were hiding. That was actually a pretty impressive spray. It's 003. Very impressive spray, very impressive. Okay. Oh yes, while we walk back to, like, the Funshine and the kids enjoys Animal Crossing way more than I do. They're loving Tomodachi Life. I finally had a chance to play Tomodachi Life for the first time for like 5 seconds this afternoon. I've started with a bit of a theme. It's Chaz! I've got my island is called Motavia Island, and I'm going to try to see how well I can do some Phantasy Star 4 characters in my island. We'll see how that goes. I made Chaz very serious, but also very excitable. And we'll see how we go from there. Couldn't quite get the same hair, but I'm proud of the headband. I think the headband's a nice touch, so... We'll see if we can get him some 80s style anime armor in the costume area. We'll see. The music just cuts. Spooky music, you're cut. Okay, let's merge our pistol bullets. Where are they? Oh, they're all the way up here. I'm going to put them down here. We'll keep the red herb. Gotta love an anime where they're like, this lady is a world-class chef, a PhD in archaeology, a dentist, a world-class sniper, a retired cop who is the world's best detective that everyone calls to solve crimes. She's also a junior in high school and 16. And yeah, also she has a drinking and smoking problem, don't forget. Sadly, I have to head off. Also got to get an HDMI cable. These are my spare ones. Got to unplug things now. No worries, Drinky. Hope the PAT test goes well. Let's hang on to these things. You enjoy the rest of the day, Drinky. Thanks for coming by, man. Appreciate it. Hope your electronics are all good. One more for the road. Hey, I'm trying to climb boxes at the same time. Yeah, you can't headbang to this. Alright, into 003. It certainly is no 007. Oh, I want to know if First Light is going to be any good. I would be the perfect sucker for those 007 Cokes they're selling where you could potentially win an Xbox or whatever it is. But it's caffeine and sugar-free Coke, and I'm like, I ain't drinking that. Okay. There's a typewriter in here. Okay. Oh, this is where we need the red book. Okay. The shelf is lined with red books. There's one white book sandwiched in between them. Take it? Yes. Organic chemistry lab experiment. The similarities in the cellular characteristics of the rapidly growing plant infected by the tyrant virus have been reported in previous papers. See? I should have known it wasn't the Trevor virus. I read this in March. However, while repeating these experiments, an interesting new fact became clear. We learned that a chemical in the UMB family, UMB number 20, contains a compound that is toxic to the cells of the plant. We have given UMB number 20 a new name, V-Jolt. If calculations prove correct, when V-Jolt is applied directly to the root of the plant, the entire plant should be dead within 5 seconds. The V-Jolt can be made by simply mixing the VP and UMB chemicals in a specific ratio. However, extra care must be taken when handling these UMB chemicals. They have been known to generate toxic gases if mishandled. Sounds like me. The characteristics of each UMB chemical are as follows. 3 is red, 6 is yellow, 7 is green, 10 is orange, 17 is blue, V-Jolt is dark brown. The space in between the books catches your attention. I don't see how First Light could be bad. Hitman Trilogy is godly and nearly James Bond anyway. Them making a James Bond game should be mad. Exactly, I hope so. Old maps have been tossed into the wastebasket. They look like road maps, but they're of no use right now. You sure, Chris? What if you need to escape, buddy? Is it just that... Is there anything on the table other than the typewriter? No. Need to go back and get the red book. It's full of dirty water. Pull out the plug. Every time. Nothing this time. The roots of some kind of giant plant are sticking out of the wall. I guess eventually there had to be nothing in the bathtub. The shelves are lined with various soaps and cosmetics. They're all Umbrella brand products. Funshine's reading a book. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. I should figure out what it's called. And it's mainly about Johnson & Johnson and how dodgy they are and how there's like asbestos in their bloody baby powder and things like that. And they never did anything about it. And it's like, geez, I wonder where they got the inspiration for Umbrella. Where could that inspiration have possibly come from? Right, let's go get the red book. So sick of climbing over these boxes. But that's what we do. For safety. Gotta keep Chris healthy. Asbestos? I'm trying as best as I can. We've got dad jokes in chat, everybody. And I love it. Okay, red book. Where are you, red book? Unprinted book. There we go. Now this is getting a bit out of whack. We've got to fix it. Johnson probably, yeah. That's my little bit of OCD, is not liking gaps in the inventory in the item box. Because especially if you're in a hurry, you might not notice that there's more stuff after a gap or two. And you'd be like, oh, I thought I had this thing and I can't find it now. I'm sure that's happened to me at least once. I was going to say the time of item boxes is nearly ending, but actually there's quite a bit of item box shenanigans to go. Because I'm guessing... Oh, I don't know, actually. Does Outbreak use item boxes? I don't know. Okay. The bindings of the books seem to form some kind of pattern. Exchange the two books? Yes. So we want this one here. Heads up, folks. It's not safe for work. Nice. Ah. Is Rebecca going to save us? Or do we just have to do it ourselves? Oh, jeez. It's just spitting everywhere. Gross. Are we in trouble? We are close to being in trouble. Can't remember. Was there something we meant to do in here? I honestly can't remember. The door refuses to open. Okay. Oh, we can just leave. I do like how when COVID was new, Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson all tried to make vaccines. The Johnson & Johnson one had so many side effects and took like 5 shots to work. That the world rejected it. All right, hang on. So that's 4, 2, lock mechanisms door. No. Where do we get the clue for that door? I've forgotten. I've honestly forgotten. Am I brute forcing it? Maybe. I can't remember what the file was for the door. No, gee, it's all good. It's all good. Just got to check my map and figure out what we're missing. Because, yeah. Like, we've lit the candles in the other room. Maybe I just missed the file. Maybe the file's in there. Because I remember with Jill trying to figure out if there's a bloody something to do with the pool table. Don't think it had anything to do with the pool table. Oh, the pool table. Maybe the file's near there. That's what I'm missing. Because yeah, I cleared out all the items in that room. All the spiders are dead. But I might have missed a file. Let's have a look. Yeah, so last number is red. Yeah, so that no lashes equals red. Two lashes equals green. Eyelashes here, folks. We're not whipping anybody. Wine bottles lie scattered about. They're all empty. Oh man, Chris could use a drink. A pile of huge barrels. The spiders were attracted to the sweetness. And 4 lashes equals orange. Which is 1, 4, and 5. If I recall my pool tables correctly. Some billiard balls. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No! Red is 3. So 5, 6, 3. Doesn't speak anything significant about the order, but God, there's nothing but guitar case that's empty. Because the guitar's over here, dude. See? There's the guitar. There's a book on the floor, but yeah. All these girly posters on the wall. The umbrella workers must have gotten lonely. And also they must have all been dudes. Straight dudes. Resident Hornet. Hey, 16-bit grit. How you doing? Oh, we have to change the whole stream title now. Then again, we might get people jumping in the chat with the wrong idea. You won't find that custom costume here. Okay. What did I say? 563. Nice. Let's do some chemistry, everybody. You think you stumbled into the private channel? Yeah, how did you get here? This is meant to be Discord only. No. Oh, we've got plenty of room in our inventory, so that should be fine. You don't know much about medicine, so there's no point in taking the empty bottle. Oh, what, Chris? Are you for real? Oh, my lord. Okay. There's something written on the wall. 1 + 3 = 4. Yeah. Well, that's... Chris, you're useless. So what do we do from here? What do we do from here? So I'm guessing we need Rebecca to actually do the V-Jolt. How do we get Rebecca? $1 million question. It's convoluted. Barry just kind of came and saved Jill. Do I have to go back to the mansion? It's been too long. I don't remember. Do I want to know? Yeah, might. I'll happily take a hint. Just to save us some time. This is one of the rare times we'll allow a hint. Just because if it's annoying. Feels like we've been in the residence for a long time, so it's a lot more straightforward. So the sequence of stuff you've done, Rebecca can't show up. So we're stuffed, or you just got to shoot the plant, aka hard mode. So is it because I saved Richard? Or is it just the order I've done things? So if you save Richard, you have to fight the plant without V-Jolt. Right. Okay. Alright, well, assault shotgun it is. Well, that explains why well, I'm glad you told me that, because otherwise I would have been running all over the place, going back and forth. That's an interesting choice. Why would saving Richard prevent Rebecca coming here anyway? You know? Rebecca's still going. She hasn't died or anything. If Richard survives to die of the shark and not die in the mansion, Rebecca won't show up to save you and you can't do the V-Jolt. That's so... Chris, there was clear instructions, buddy. Did you see the clear instructions? They were pretty clear. Maybe I can get more shots in than just one. I'm being a bit cautious. Yeah, there's two. That's what a choice. That's an interesting choice from a game design point of view. Save your friend. Hard mode unlocked. Damn it. Okay, doing that lap was a bad choice. Oh no, are we poisoned? Okay. What was that cutscene telling us? I'm not sure. Oh, we're just in yellow, that's okay. Gotta keep an eye on it. Oh, what? I find it really hard to dodge these, like, drool attacks. What a sound. Still in yellow, we'll take that. Will you take the mansion key? Why was that not there before? There's an engraving of a helmet. There we go, everybody. Hooray. When I find Rebecca, she's fired.
Oh, you scared me. You okay?
Yeah, it's dead. But... Richard... he's... gone.
I'm sorry.
I'm
It's
sorry.
my fault. I should have watched out for him.
I found a pharmaceutical room. I think I can come up with something useful. I'll be there. I'm glad you're still okay.
I love how goody Chris here in the original, he says, what's the root of that problem? Yeah, where's the quip, Chris? Come on, man. Also, why?
This room is equipped with all sorts of medical supplies. Want me to treat your wounds?
Yeah, sure. Let Rebecca treat your wounds.
Yeah, would you?
Rebecca has treated your wounds.
Thanks. Be strong, Rebecca.
Wow. So the logic is apparently Richard gets poisoned, but not killed, so Rebecca has to sit around tending him. Richard gets better, he leaves the mansion first alone, gets to the shark tank and dies. Rebecca then comes alone later, but she was too slow to get there and help with the plant. Okay, well, that makes some sense to me. I can understand that. Of course, there's always a question, why didn't they come here together?
Wesker?
Chris, you're alive.
My words exactly. Where's Jill? Thought you were with her.
Yeah, I know. We got separated.
I see. Anyway, we better find a way out of here before we turn into zombie food. Got any suggestions, Wesker?
We should get a better grip on the situation. There must be areas still to be explored in that other mansion. Chris, I want you to check them out one more time. I'll continue my investigation here.
Sure thing.
Chris, I want you to go on your own and figure things out. And it's like... And what are you going to do, Wesker? Anything? No? Okay. My words exactly, Chris? Chris is a bit confused about how phrases work. We're going to pick up a red... We're going to pick up a red herb on the way. We're going to get back to the mansion and there's going to be hunters. So maybe we should stick with our shotgun. Everyone knows in a zombie-filled mansion, a definite survival situation, it's always best to split up, letting the guy with the heavy-duty shotgun leave and leave the young medic to fend for herself. Well, those zombies will never figure out that puzzle, Locke. No way. You come back later to find out Rebecca has locked herself in. I've not played Zero. Gee, I have a GameCube copy, power copy of it behind me on the shelf. You can't see it, of course. So Resident Evil Zero is next, and it will be my first ever playthrough. And again, it'll be, you know, actual hardware.
This is Brad. If you can't answer me, somehow give me a sign.
sign.
Chris to Brad. Can you hear me? Brad. Damn.
Some silliness? Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure we're going to see lots of silliness in that. I can't wait. I forgot about dead aim. So we got 0, then dead aim, and then the 2 outbreaks, and then 4. Yes. Then the Umbrella Chronicles. Now we got dogs. The crows are gone. Now there's dogs.
Forty-something retro streamers, 40-something retro streamers, 40-something retro streamers, bunch of old geezers on Twitch.
Raymond, how you doing? Welcome in. Good to see you. Speaking of Mr. Popular, here's Board Game Heaven. You're too kind. I still have never played Dead Aim. I do have a PS2, a CRT, and a gun gun though. No, it was... That's my main audience. Which 40-something retro streamers turtle are you? I'm tired looking Raph.
40-something retro streamers, 40-something retro streamers.
Actually, most days I'm more like Donatello.
Retro streamers, bunch of old geezers on Twitch.
Oh, that's a blue herb. I thought it was green. Oh, there's a green one there. Dead Aim is very detached. Yes, it is. Would we say non-canon? Probably not. Raph, old and grumpy. Yep. No, Grit. That was that's a sound alert that Board Game Heaven made and uses. But we did get raided by Jank Jesus earlier, which is much appreciated. A nerd full of bad clips. Hey, now hang on. That's my gimmick. We can't grab that. I want to read the note. Use these to protect yourself from that bulletproof monster in chains. I also fixed the doorknob to make sure you can get away. Wesker! Very helpful, Wesker. Take the flash grenade though. We'll leave the first aid spray there for now. We'll come back this way. Archie, was that... Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Peach's 35 stream streak. Really appreciate it. I don't think sound alerts work when you do them that way. That's the only problem.
Hey, bro!
There you go.
What's up?
Here we go. Oh, no, it's not the guy with dreads. It's the guy with the greaser haircut. What's his name?
Welcome aboard.
Oh, what's his name? I'm sure you will, Peaches. I'm sure you will. This doorknob's been fixed. Hooray. Now we get up all the helmet doors. So at least 2 that I can see. But this is where we will save. After this guy. What? Oh, I hear a buddy. I hear a friend. Whoa. Three should be enough. Great. Whew. They do look like Battletoads. There is absolutely 100% what they look like. But to be fair, they are genetically altered. They're toads as well. Like that's why they look like that. Oh, Rio Dio Jo. Yes, exactly. Like Nozomi is definitely like, yo. It's not Goro, is it? It'll make me look that up now. Testing the old man's memory. Okay. Okay, let's see. We got some helmet key doors up there. Mortal Kombat Yakuza. Oh, but now I need to know. Hey, bro, what's up? Okay, this is something I'll have to figure out another time. BL for you, how you doing? Welcome in. We're trying to figure out, well, aside from returning to the mansion with the helmet key, we're also trying to figure out who in Shenmue says,
Hey, bro! What's up?
because Jack Not Jack has that as her bits alert, I think. He also says,
I demand compensation!
yeah. Shenmue definitely has a distinct voice acting style. I was listening to Get Played. I forgot. I thought these zombies would have been gone, but I guess because I didn't kill them, they're still here. Now, where's the next locked door? Oh, went the wrong way. Ah, shit. Oh, well. Good investment to not have to worry about Crimson Heads. Ooh, we are in a bit of a state, though. You need to play Shenmue 2 again, actually finish it? Oh, it's worth finishing. For very obvious reasons, it drags a bit near the end, but well worth finishing. Never finished one due to my VMU corrupting. Oh no! Being frustrating. I found it a bit boring when I tried to stream it. Never gone through 2 and 3. I need to go through 3. I kickstarted 3. You know, all that shenanigans. Yes, exactly. I kickstarted 3 and I haven't played it. I've done 1 and 2 on stream, so there you go. Ah, yep, this room. Okay. This one took me a couple goes. Shit. Shit, shit. Ooh. There we go. We're all on the same page. Own it, haven't played it. 3PO! Turn off all power to the compactors on this level. Darkstalkers1232, how you doing? I have an open pop vinyl I should have kept in the box. It's worth over £200. Whoa. Nice. Now, we might need to heal you up a bit there, Chrissy boy, because we need you to move in at top speed. Plastic beanie babies. Go, 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 go. Nearly $1,000's worth, wow. Nice. What do we get for our trouble? Dagger? We'll take that for sure. Then we've got the hole. We've got a few more things to worry about before we dive into the hole. Because those are moving walls, I don't think we can inspect the art. A picture of a mother and child. Upon closer examination, the left-hand side looks like someone's face. I don't see it. Oh, got the Funko Pops as well. Anyone else agree that it feels better to be into a hobby because you enjoy it and then find out down the road it's not being worth money as opposed to just collecting? Yes and no, because I sold some video games that I should not have sold. There should be a sign over the hole that says, "Note to George Trevor, jump in, totally not death hole to escape." Well, we'll explore. 31 Funko Pops for £902. That's a bit of math. That they've gone up in value. Draconic Dude, how we doing? Welcome in. Thank you for the 30 stream streak. Is this a good streak? Or should I get some close? You're not on camera, you do whatever you want. Okay. Enjoy the savory music very briefly. I'm just going to the toilet real fast. Ah, damn it. Cuts off the sound. Have this instead. Okay. I don't regret dumping my 2004-2005 era sealed Star Wars figures. A game store wanted to get into toys, offered me $400 store credit for 113 figures. Used it to get a 32X Knuckles Chaotix, Neo Geo CD console, Samurai Showdown 2, Saturday Night Slam Masters for SNES, Bird Week for Famicom. The figures were between $3 and $6 a piece, sealed. There you go. There you go. Did I say hello to Draconic Dude? Hello, Draconic Dude. I'm not sure if I did. I'm sure I did. Morning, Spook. How we doing? Now, I'm going to swap this for... Gonna swap this for... Well, I can just go there. Don't need to swap it. But I will get that. Where's the bullets? Give me the bullets, please. Where's the bullets? Give me the bullets, please. There it is. Always a pleasure, Spook. Always a pleasure. Not a single drop of kerosene remains. God damn. The doorknob has been repaired. Wesky, the old champion. Finally making that slightly easier to deal with. I don't want to go this way anyway. Just too much shit in that direction. I could have gone through the gallery. That's another option. Actually, that might be the better option. Let's do that. Are there hunters in the immediate backyard? I can't remember. Let's find out. Definitely still crows. Thankfully, these guys are way chiller than the ones in later areas. Keeping it chill. That's the vibe we're after, chat. Hope you're all keeping it chill. On a Tuesday evening or a Tuesday morning. Whatever it may be. There aren't any hunters. Great. I'll take that. Because, yeah, I'm no good at dodging hunters. That's just a short trip to me getting my head cut off. Use the helmet key. There's the Spencer key. And then there's those ones. They're the last ones remaining. Yep. This is just the art gallery, I think. So is this where you find the extra costumes? Because good lord, that's a long way into the game. Oh fuck, I was not ready for this. There's something handwritten. It's not dated. Nothing's changed. I never thought that this room I designed as an experiment would pay off like this. I can hide here safely for a while because nobody knows about the secret behind this painting. Not even Sir Spencer. Oh, we're streaking. Everybody's streaking here. Painting of a mansion in the back of the art room. What's the plan, Darkstalkers? Are you gonna try and sell them, or what do you want to do? A portrait of a woman with a sad look in her eyes. Could this be a telescope? It looks pretty old. Ink ribbons. No. This is the problem. I've got no inventory room, man. I think this is exactly what happened with Jill. I still had the key, so I didn't have any inventory. Two more coming, but no, not selling. All right. Time for you to decide, Peaches. What are you going to decide? Should we try for a headshot? Nice. You can redeem a game. Oh no. Oh no. Will you take the jewelry box? Yes, thanks. Let's do that. And we can roll on out of here. There are blue herbs growing here. Don't need to use them. That's fine. Yeah, so seriously, is the extra costumes in... You have to get this far into the game to access the extra costumes? Am I crazy? There's nothing unusual. You sure? 10,000 off redeeming, making MMG play Martian Gothic Unification. There's a round recession, approximately 4 centimeters in diameter. 30k. Yeah, you know, we've got to. Is it 30k? Or is it? Yes, it is. You can't have it too often, otherwise the redemption queue would get ridiculous. I'll stick with my arbitrary numbers. I thought I could solve that puzzle straight away. Why is it not letting me puzzle? Or am I missing something? It could be missing something. 4 centimeters, yeah? Do I have to put that blue gem in, maybe? Because we get these pieces and we have to kind of make the umbrella logo on the top to actually open it. But perhaps we need to put something in that recession first. An elaborately fashioned globe. Gosh, suddenly had a terrible... PS1 and PS2 are your childhood. I was at least a teen when the PS1 came out. So you're a bit younger than me there. Don't remind me. Are there hunters around here? There might be hunters around here. We'll have to see. Hell yeah. Thank you, Peaches. Nappletail for the Dreamcast. I'll make a note of that immediately. Let's just do that straight away. Nappletail, DC, General Peaches. There you go, Dunsky. You were 3 when the last PS1 game came out. Oh, you trying to make me feel old or what? You're still here. Okay. He's like part of the furniture, that guy. Will there be hunters here? That's the question. I have some vague huntery memories. Let's put this jewelry box away. Born in 2001. Oh, oof, oof, oof. What are you doing to me? Trying and succeeding. Oh, a round recession. Maybe we need to put an ink ribbon in it. What can we put away just briefly while we sort out these last 2 bits? Bullets. You love Silent Hill. Well, that's the way. Very relevant. Close to this game. What do we got at the top of the stairs? Nothing? Awesome. What about this door? Is this also a helmet key? Ah. Oh, I could have unlocked that ages ago. Oh no, there's one more helmet key door. Right. Let's do that. I think I left zombies here too. Oh no! Never mind. Worse. Oh, Robbie Rat. Does it have like the blood on it, or is it a normal Robbie Rabbit, or is it the other world? Yes, the blood. There you go. There's no further use for this key. Yes. Okay. Now, we've got a puzzle first. Let's go do the puzzle. Now, where's our buddy? Oh, I'm trying to open the door. He was going for the big swing. Can he follow us through that door? We're in caution. Okay. Just do this room. Let's get this done. Not yet. That's a defensive dagger, yep. Mail from the Chief of Security. Confidential. Attention, Chief of Security. Date, July 22nd, 1998, 2:13. X-Day is drawing up on us. Execute the following procedures within 1 week. Prompt actions are demanded. 1. Lure stars to the estate and obtain BOW's raw combat data against stars. 2. Collect 2 embryos of each mutated specimen as samples, excluding the tyrant. Dispose of the tyrant. 3. Ensure complete disposal of the Arclay laboratory, including all personnel and test animals. Disguise their deaths as an accident. When the above procedures are executed, report to headquarters for further instructions. If for some reason you are unable to execute the procedure by the deadline, report immediately. In case of emergency situations, report directly to the extension number 5691. Good luck. Umbrella Headquarters, Umbrella Inc. Make sure you write down all of your crimes. Right, switch here, press it, we did that. Oh, okay. I have to push this a little bit so it's a bit closer. Right, cool. Have we pushed this far enough? Okay, that should be far enough. Cool. Come on, Chris. Come on, buddy. There we go. Come on. Nice. Actually, now I want you to look over here, bird. Look over here. Look at me. No, get on. There we go. Right, got the red and yellow gemstones. Nice. A trophy of a deer. A doe? A deer? Cool. We'll leave the light on for the next next poor soul. That's it, Sabletooth. How you doing? Unfortunately, new inventory items means more shuffling. Do I have my shoddy still? I do. Awesome. Let's do that for starters. Swap this for the jewelry box. I think we need to combine these two. Nice. This part was annoying. Doing okay, done with work, had food, now it's time to unwind. Well, that's good. That's what we like to hear. I do like how they change colour. Just to give you the clue, which is good. Nice of them. That one. I want the other one. That little one. Give me the little one. Why can't I pick? There we go. I was like, give me the little one. This is where I'm struggling a bit here. Is that connecting? No, it's not. It is not connecting there. The puzzle struggle. I struggled with this both times. You kind of just need that. Well, for my brain at least, I just need that, you know, that first piece. Then I'd be fine. I'd be fine with the rest. No, not you. Yeah, that makes sense there. That's the part that that's the part where chat tries to put me off. That's the middle. Wow, it doesn't even look like anything when it's in the wrong position. It looks blurry as fuck.
Better luck next time, fuckboy.
That doesn't match up, does it? It really doesn't. No, don't quit. Oh, exactly. If there's 20 pieces, you only need 6. You had to eliminate the ones that were wrong. Oh yes, I know exactly what you mean. That drives me crazy. And they're all blurry, exactly. Ah, that looks promising. There we go. Still looks blurry as hell, whatever. Nice. Yes, the edges, exactly. Then we examine the brooch. Yeah, the edges have a border on them. It changed into a key. Emblem key. The key is designed with an emblem of the Spencer family, whose history is as old as Raccoon City. But even that's not far away, so... Not far away at all. Two stops. That's hunters. That's hunters. Two shots for that one. That's nice. Oh, Chris, I thought you were dead. Oh, Chris, I thought you were dead for a second. I've never solved puzzle how to quite exactly. I've lived a very sheltered life. God damn hunters. Oof. The Kingdom Hearts fan 358 over 3D. If they remake the game again, I'll probably set the name of the desktop shortcut to Resident Evil 1 remake. Exactly. Welcome in. Good to see you. You forgive me? Oh, 16-bit great. That's the important part. Let's use our yellow gem. Is it Magnum time? Ah, it's MO disc time. Okay. Call it remake. Enter selector. It appears to be a disc for rebooting a system of some sort. Evil Deadly. Oh yes. I don't have the DS one on my list. I think it's worth the effort to play 3 different versions of Resident Evil 1. That puzzle where you have to fit the pieces in the lid is way more forgiving in the HD remaster. Ah, I feel like you had to have the place nearly spot on. We didn't have it about 95% correct in the HD version. That's it. Resident Evil. Sorry, everybody, got to be anal about my stuff. We just need to start slapping Street Fighter-like names on it. Exactly. Resident Evil Challenge of Champions. Resident Evil Turbo. I'm sure there is a mod for that already where the game is super fast. They did make changes in the HD remaster, but you know, I do own the HD remaster on PS4 at least. But there's not enough changes to make it worth playing another time, you know what I mean? Or like terrible anime name translations. Resident Evil, will I be eaten by a zombie or is it my girlfriend? EXO. Resident Evil, I got hit by a bus and woke up in a world full of zombies. Resident Isekai. I'm sure there's a slice of life anime out there where a guy has a girlfriend who's a zombie. And keeps trying to eat his brains in slapstick moments. Have I played Ikaruga? I have. Have I beaten Ikaruga? No, because it's a shmup. And that would require skills with shmups, which I do not have. Super Resident Evil Remake, Remake HD, Turbo Ultra Edition, Deadly Silence, 3D, DMake Remake. The new challenge is Accent Core R+, featuring Dante from Devil May Cry, and Knuckles. Warm bodies, yes, yes. Use the emblem key. There's no further use for this key. Discard. I will allow the term MILF. There's one where this guy's MILF mom is also a zombie. 2.5, yes.
Rebecca, is she upstairs?
Final remix. Oh, is there an isekai where he's a vending machine? Too dark to see anything. Ah, zombie bit's a bit overpowered. Gotcha. We'll save Rebecca, don't worry. We'll save her with these. You take the metal object, yes. A collection of scientific books. The vending machine anime starts out good, but he gets too many upgrades and basically becomes completely overpowered and invincible. He's just firing out packets of chips at a high rate. Just double check something. I was under the false impression that Capcom released the PS3, Xbox 360 remasters at a different time for the PS4 and Xbox One, but they were all at the same time. Yes. Yeah, it was just all, what platform you're on, go for it. A collection of scientific books. Almost all of them are biology related. Because there was a lot of overlap between the PS3 and PS4 generation, just like there has been with the PS4 and PS5. Yes, give me the flash grenade. A collection of thick tomes. There's books on everything from genetics to statecraft. All right, we're gonna go save. Gotta go save Rebecca. Hope there's not a time limit. What's the fastest way up there? $1 million question. There is a crimson head between us and there, by the way. Do you love your mum and her 2-hit multi-target attacks? Well, especially in light of of Mother's Day being just gone, I love my mum despite her lack of 2-hit multi-target attacks.
Welcome aboard.
Cage fan, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome aboard. Okay, we need. We've got 2 green herbs. That'll do. Let's save, just in case. Lucky 13. I googled fake ridiculous Resident Evil game name, and this is a response it gave me. Resident Evil Raccoon City High School Reunion Deadly Prom Night. Okay. I'm already enjoying the stream. I'll thank Jank Jesus for sending me. I thank Jank Jesus as well. Thank you, Jank Jesus. Thank you. I feel like I need to say it like a preacher. Actually, that's one thing we can do. Maybe we just huck a green herb. Just so we're at full health. Resurrected the stream, exactly. Sorry, just checking. Fastest way to get there, fastest way to get there, fastest way to get there is probably back the way I came. There's so many corridors in this game that I go through once and then never again. We played RE3 original on the PlayStation as part of this. I enjoyed it. I did try a few times to fight Nemesis and I wasn't any good at it. To get the bonuses, you know, because I knew about that just from osmosis. But yeah, I enjoyed Resident Evil 3, but yeah, I was no good at fighting Nemesis. There's another one about a sister that's called One Turn Kill Sister. What? One turn kill. Is that another way that the youth of today are misinterpreting one shot? Oh, I got super stuck at the part where he's trying to punch me in the clock tower courtyard. I died a couple times there. It's not 100%. Ah, fuck. I knew there was hunters in here. I also hate it when Nemesis punches me in the clock tower. It's awful. Ended up trying the original RE3 after playing the remake. Definitely enjoyed it. Oh, for sure. Kill everything in one hit. Okay. RE3 remake is such a disappointment. Super short, clearly rushed. Yeah. We were talking before about that mod somebody's making to restore, you know, try and make it a full-fledged remake. We've got a Crimson Head out here. Look at that. Look at that speed. That's a tautology. Oh, euphemisms are terrible. No, I enjoyed Resident Evil 3 original. I love the Raccoon City. You know, I love the Raccoon City setting. It makes a lot more sense in a city that's been overrun by zombies to have a hard time getting around, as opposed to, you know, a house that's like, this house is fucking insane. I used dodge as Jill. I was thinking, am I playing as Jill Valentine or Bayonetta? Either's good. I'm looking forward to the remakes. I own Resident Evil 2 Remake. I probably own Resident Evil 3 Remake. I have to check. Anyway. Zach Cregger film. I haven't seen enough about it to know if I'm looking forward to it, if that makes sense. We're going to chase the snake. Staying away from his head seems like a good plan. No idea if that hit then. Don't want to be in that circle. The DMG coloring. The assault shotgun's pretty sick. What about Rebecca? Old books have fallen from the shelf. Okay, hang on. The Last Book, Volume 2. Okay. Isn't Code Veronica X technically 3? It was originally going to be 3, yeah. So apparently 2 Remake got about 4 or 5 years of development. 3 Remake was about 1 year into development when 2 came out. Because 2 was very successful, 3 got rushed to be finished, and it got about 2 total years. Oh dear. Long story about it, yes. Eagle of South, Wolf of North. The words on the cover, what can it mean? It means open it, Chris. A medal was hidden inside the book. Hey, hey. Medal of Wolf. Found inside the Last Book, Volume 2. Is there a special way to use it? Right. Now, what about Rebecca? Is there any healing up here? Chairs for browsing. The knob is broken. It doesn't look like it'll open. Okay. Oh, no, the original is great. Absolutely. I love the little choice screens and things like that. It's good. A collection of philosophy books. They're all about the eternal question of life and death. How appropriate. Okay. They're not zombies. Oh, no, they're zombies. They're undead. Where'd the Crimson Head go? Well, I can fix. Oh, no. It's always been. They die and they get infected. They die and they come back. So, bit of both. Yeah. Lock from the other side, okay. Well, yeah, it does infect people, but when the people get infected, they die and come back, so. Okay, all we've got left is the death hole, everybody. All we've got left is the death hole. That's a line I'd relish saying. We haven't found Rebecca. I thought Rebecca would be where Yawn was. Have I stuffed something up in the ordering again? Why doesn't Kenneth ever become a Crimson Head now? Ah! Resident Evil and The Walking Dead do a realistic zombie apocalypse, yeah. Perfect timing. Bit of dancing while I'm fighting. I think Chris left the oven on. He's got to go back and check. Alright. Sorry about all the inventory runs. Okay. We've got one of the medals we need. Not all of them. We are running out of shotguns. Let's put these at the top. in the puzzle solution section. We're okay for healing, it's just bullets. Anxiety and OCD are a bitch for sure. So Walking Dead, they imply, or maybe blatantly state, that nobody knew what was going on because nobody had ever made zombies in fiction in that world. Yes, that's why they are walkers or other euphemisms, and everyone had no idea what to do. Well, I don't mind that as a caveat, you know what I mean? Well, shit. Trying to get some healing, and I died instead. Right, don't go out there. There's a reason I never went back out there. It's being cheeky, trying to be... Fear can't kill you, but hunters can. Yeah, we're gonna go fight Yawn again. If you didn't get shot in the head, you became a walker. Okay. Problem is that that world is this world, and it wasn't set in the future, far future as well. It's just meant to be modern day, 20XX, yeah. So it's like, well, hang on, we're in an alternate universe where it's 2026 or whatever you want to call it, and there's never been any zombie media, but everything else is the same. Can't reference the CDC in Atlanta, and then also say we've never heard of zombies. Yeah, Haitians don't exist in the world of The Walking Dead. Now, did we go... We went via... Yeah, that's not the way we want to go. We actually want to go... God. I actually want to go this way. You have to look it up. If Marvin's saying they turned into zombie-like creatures in 2, is the first time in the series they were called zombies. I didn't play part 2. I only played part 1. Funshine and I played that together, and it was I think it was traumatic enough. Oh, sorry, Marvin and 2. I thought you meant Walking Dead Part 2. Favorite zombie game probably is Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 4, does that count? Does La Plaga count? I don't know. You'd think having played this so recently, I would know if they refer to them as zombies in this at all, but... Actually, I wonder if there's a game FAQ that's just all the files from this. You know how sometimes there's those very thorough game FAQs that are like every file in Resident Evil, and you can just Control F for zombie. It might That might be the quick way to find an answer to that. RE4 annoys me from how it treats the story of Zero to Code Veronica. I felt like I didn't have many callbacks at all. I just read something interesting. RE shouldn't be considered a zombie game because it's more like a bioweapon monster game, since many of the creatures in later games are mutations and parasitic infectations. That sounds like somebody being incredibly pedantic. I'll be honest. Fucking guides or guides here, right? Character guides, in-depth guides. Files transcript, here we go. Control F zombie. 0 results, there you go. 0 results in files, at least. 16-bit pedantic. If it looks like... Exactly. You know, it all... In every zombie movie known to man, the monster always turns out to be man. So, you know. Are we poisoned? Ooh. Not quite. Looks like she do it. Well, yeah. There's a book on display inside the glass case. You can't get to it right now. I can't really give my grief about RE4, at least... Well, gee, I have... Oh, jeez, sorry. I did better the first time. I can't really give my grief about RE4 unless you've beaten Code Veronica 2 and 3 at minimum. I have beaten Code Veronica 2, 3, and I have beaten RE4 before, so... Fire away. That's trouble. I've yet to hear a Cheeto groan, but that's good. If only Harry Potter had a shotgun, that series could have taken a very different direction. Oof. Feeling a bit shotgun bullet poor, everybody. Okay. Yes, absolutely. They're trying to keep it going, Peaches, but it's dead. Potter X Matrix? God. Wouldn't put it past some people to have that idea. What properties do we own that we just shove together? That sounds like a completely cynical marketing ploy. It is. Harry has to fight Neo because they both think they're the one. Such a horrible map, yes. Horrible mashup, yes. Multiple, exactly. We can only hope that the pure transness of the Wachowski sisters would destroy Harry Potter if they tried to mash them together. That sounds like a cop-out. They're both the one. Boo. Pick a lane. Okay. We want to save for one thing. Well, see, Harry Potter World is just another version of the Matrix that allows magic and shit. And so they cloned Neo's engram and put it in Harry Potter. So sometimes Neo's real person was being Harry Potter and sometimes was being Neo. And then they merge. Potter Matrix mess. Okay, we're going down the death hole, everybody. That's where we're going. And yes, we are going to save. The death hole. $14 saves. I'm very efficient. Man, it's drug room. Neo overcomes the evil Voldemort by drinking gummy juice and bouncing his head. With the Care Bear stare. Okay. Let's take our chances with the death hole, shall we? For my next trick, I'll get there without getting murdered. You've read the script? Leaks. Oh my god. Shut down production. Change everything because the internet knows about it. Oh my lord. You tell me, chat, if I'm alone in this, but I hate. I think I've said this before, but about shows and movies where they are the author or writers or the writer's room or the producers or whoever are far too online. And if a series or a movie has a sensible end point for a plot, it makes sense that this is going to happen. And someone on the internet goes, oh, I think this is going to happen. And so they go, we're changing it. The internet figured it out. Change it all. And then it makes no sense. And it's like, did you have to do it that way? Got some reading to do while I run. Okay, here we go. Vitamin Chi and Resident Evil 4 issues. Oh, hang on. Well, first, Necro said, mate, I wrote the thing during a fever dream. Had a Tibetan sweat after eating a vegetable taco. All right. Resident Evil 4 issues. Let me scroll back up. So 1 ends with Chris, Rebecca, Jill, or Jill, Chris, Barry saying they want to go take out Umbrella. Yep. 2 ends with Leon, Claire, Sherry saying they need to go take out Umbrella. Yep. Chris is already in France trying to take them down, and that was what was originally going to be the plot of Veronica. 3 ends with Jill and Carlos escaping Raccoon City to take out Umbrella. Code Veronica ends with Chris and Claire directly flying to Europe in Alfred's jet to take out Umbrella at the France headquarters. Yep, this is all absolutely true. And then Umbrella gets defeated off screen. Then RE4's opening says Umbrella was revealed to be an evil bioweapons company. Their stock crashed and they went out of business. It's basically saying, those 5 games you beat leading up to that big confrontation with everyone from all the games at Umbrella France? It happened off screen. You want to play that? Screw you. Here's villagers in Spain to shoot instead. No, I completely agree with the whole Umbrella plot just getting chucked. That is definitely a sore point. But it feels like they had everything they kind of thought for taking down Umbrella maybe just didn't turn out to be fun. There's a hole at your feet. You can't see very far into it though. Go down? Yes. They did that in Westworld Season 2. Exactly. Just, you don't need it. If you plan for a twist, great. If you change it just to be because somebody figured out your ending, that's okay. It's okay if the ending is predictable. It's okay. If it's a sensible, logical endpoint and somebody goes, this is where I think it's going, that's okay. Because sometimes people are quite happy to get to that endpoint, like with Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, Code Veronica, saying, we're going to take out Umbrella. We're going to take out Umbrella. So we're all sitting there going, I can't wait till they take out Umbrella. Now, if there was a Resident Evil 3.5 where they just took down Umbrella with no twist, no surprise, that's fine. Because we want to see them take down Umbrella. But in this day and age, somebody would have said, oh, I think they're going to take down Umbrella in the next game. And they just go, nope. Well, Reddit said that it was going to do this, so I'm changing it. Now Umbrella is the good guys, and we twist it. Twist. Anyway. That's why M. Night Shyamalan is who he is. You can't predict because his endings make absolutely no sense. There was a hole at my feet, and it is gone now, because now it's a ceiling hole. November 29th, 1967. I can't get out. I've tried every possible way to escape, but only to be faced with the reality that I'm trapped. I've been everywhere. The laboratory with the large glass tubes filled with formaldehyde and those dark, wet and eerie caves. What can I do? At first I didn't want to believe my eyes, but that for me a high-heeled shoe in the corridor. It was like reflex. One name came to my mind. Jessica. I don't want to believe they share the same fate as me. No, I can't give up hope. I have to hope they're alive. November 30th, 1967. I haven't had anything to eat or drink for the past few days. I feel like I'm going crazy. Why is this happening to me? Why do I have to die like this? I was too obsessed with designing this ghastly mansion. I should have known better. November 31st, 1967. It was a dark and damp underground tunnel and another dead end. But even in the darkness, something caught my eye. Carefully, I lit the last match I had to see what it was. A grave. But deeply engraved into the stone was my name, George Trevor. At that instant, it all became clear to me. Those bastards knew from the beginning that I'd die here, and I fell right into their trap. But it's too late now. I'm losing it. Everything is becoming so far away. Jessica, Lisa, forgive me. Because of my ego, I got both of you involved in this whole damn conspiracy. Forgive me. May God justify my death in exchange for your safety. A name is carved into the small gravestone. George Trevor. There's a switch. Press it. Oh, if only you'd pressed the switch. The plot twist ending of Gaiden was still stupid. Yeah, but that's different. That is a horror movie trope to have a bit of a twist ending. And again, you could almost say it was predictable. Because it's a well-worn trope, and it's okay. And that was okay. Oh, there's got to be zombies down here. Oh, maybe not. Fuck, we are poisoned. Okay. Don't die, Chris. Right, we're in a bit of trouble here. At the end of The Usual Suspects? No. Absolutely not. I think I prefer the bloody zombies. There's a map of the mansion, B1. Take it? Sure. You got the map, okay. Hopefully that's the last spider we see. Because I did not bring extra bullets. Spiders or zombies? Zombies, okay. Can I just use the blue herb on its own? I always forget. Nice. Okay. Okay. Phew. I'm a bit stressed now because we're out of healing and we're out of bullets. I did not expect spiders down here. I guess I should have known. It looks like the power supply for the elevator. Main fuse is blown out. Switch over? Yes. Now we can go in the elevator, everybody. Now, I think there's some zombies that we have left in the kitchen as well. There are a number of small objects on the shelf. Looking closer, you notice the seal of Raccoon City on a broken dish. Wow, what a callback. Bullets, thank God. Health is the next trick. Alright, now we run through this room. I think there's at least 2 zombies in here. I think. Yep. They haven't gone Crimson Head at least. We can go get some healing now, thank God. We made it, everybody. Now, the elevator doesn't stop on this floor, does it? So we have to actually go back down. Oh! Fuck, we're in trouble. Whew. That was not the time for party mode. Oh, look at that. No transition now that the door's been destroyed. Grit, you, my stress levels, you're killing me. Do you see how wounded Chris is? I need to heal. It's up to you. You spend your points how you want. Now well that's kind of where you can run predictions to you know, allow people to win more points, you know, gamble and bet their points and things like that, but quite rightly that is treated as gambling in some countries, so it's like,
Witness the power.
that's fair. And yes, when I have run predictions and things like that, it's usually a lot of the audience is like, oh, I can't take part, sorry. It's like, okay. So I haven't run many predictions lately. So yes, you just have to watch the stream. Or lurk. Lurking's fine. You still get points for lurking. It was a ripoff? Maybe religious could be gambling. No, well, that's so. Yeah, I think it's. Oh, I have to. It's been a while, but certain European countries just kind of flat stole your points. That's different. If you made a bad call, Peaches, I can't help you there. Okay, there's our puzzle stuff at the top. We've got wooden mount. We've got the fuel canteen. We're not going to use it. We've got some Magnum rounds. We don't have the Magnum, but we do have, I think, pretty much everything we need to get the Magnum, so that's good. We've got a blue and green herb. And that's it. We are really getting a bit short here. I've never removed or added anybody's points. I wouldn't even know how. I know it's possible. What, do I know how? Nah. I want people to redeem it. I just don't want them to redeem them all the time. It's a balance you have to kind of strike. I've mentioned it before. Dreamy Magenta Sheep has a 1 million point redeem or something like that to play the entire... Morton, how you doing? Welcome in. Thank you for the party mode. I fear Donkey Kong 64. Yeah, it's a balance you have to strike between having a points goal that's achievable, but doesn't stop everybody from ever spending points on anything else. So it depends on how many subscribers you got, because subscribers get more points. A 1 million, I think it's 1 million point redeem to play through the entire Final Fantasy series. It could even be 10 million points. I'm not sure. Dreamy hasn't streamed in a bit. I like your message, exactly. Okay, we need to get to the elevator. That is what we need to do, everybody. I left some ink ribbons behind. That's okay. There is a green herb I left behind. So that's okay too. We can grab that at some point. That's good. Nice. Well, like, it is an insane redeem. But you know what I mean? If there's a one that you just don't want everybody saving their points all the time is kind of what I'm getting at. Where do I need to go? Sorry, I just got a bit discombobulated. Well, that's it. I'm not going to... Dreamy plays what she wants to play, so she's not doing series playthroughs necessarily. So me asking for people to redeem a series playthrough would be a completely different thing. Ooh, good question. Favorite console? Favorite console of all time? Like... Too many play. Exactly. I would never do a library. Because as you might have seen for, like, say, Hysteric Moon's channel, we did play some multiplayer. If I was a person with lots of spare time, we'd be playing PSO multiplayer all the time, just for something to do. Well, I wouldn't do a whole library anyway, because SNES library, Mega Drive library, Xbox library. If you watch Big Tall Not Small, there's just lots of sports games, and it's like baseball 2001, baseball 2002. And it's like, come on. Collab stream of PSO lovers playing together. Well, the max people you can have at once is 4. So that would have to be the limit. Well, I tried. The knob is broken. It doesn't look like it'll open. The number of streamers have ever streamed PSO. What are you saying? Okay. Is there green herbs here? There are. Cool. Yeah, fair Star Online. No, there are quite a few, actually. I've been raided by some lovely people who play Phantasy Star Online, but I think they've also been like, all they do is play Phantasy Star Online. So they're like, oh, this guy plays stuff other than Phantasy Star Online. What the deal? Escortian, how you doing? How are we liking it? Loving it. We are loving it. Whenever I'm making progress in a Resident Evil game, I feel good. When you're stuck, that's when it feels a bit awful. We only have one inventory slot. Pizza Maid streams PSO pretty regularly. But not PSO2. Oh, yes. Are those shotgun shells? Ooh, they are. We can at least use one of those straight away.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You stole fizzy lifting drinks. You bumped into the ceiling, which now has to be washed and sterilized, so you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Now, I want this stuff. I want all this stuff. But it's a bit of a pain to get all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? No worries, Discordian. Always happy to give a shout out for you. I was asked what was my favorite console. Can I say the Amiga? Yeah, like what was my favorite console? Like if I think about it, and you know, Mega Drive was my first proper console. We got a zombie, we got a Crimson Head in there, by the way. And 2 zombies that still haven't been killed yet. Steam Deck, does that count? Let's get the battery first. CD32 was a console, and CDTV was kind of a console. That's true. No, Steam Deck is a PC. I agree. No argument here. This is Spencer's secret room. That's why there's all the booby statues on the walls and... Why? Why does the elevator not stop on the first floor? Aside from being a pain. In the design of a house, why would it not stop there? Favorite games machine, but I have to pick console, it would be the Mega Drive. Well, there you go. I'm trying to think of what console in my life I've spent the most time playing, but that isn't necessarily make it your favorite. It's just the stage of your life when you have that console, you know what I mean? So PS2 would probably be the most played. Followed closely by the Mega Drive. Ooh, GameCube. Ooh, the Wii. The Wii actually might be pretty high too. And Amstrad's a PC, but you know, some people didn't grow up with consoles. They grew up with PCs. They grew up with Commodore 64s, Amstrads, Amigas, Macs, DOS. The SNES has a great variety of games and styles. Well, that's fair. ZX Spectrum, there you go. Amiga would win both categories, there you go. I think Peaches is picking the Dreamcast. And it has occurred to me, now that you've done that, Peaches, it has only occurred to me now that the backwards one is that it could have just been CD. It could have just been CD. There you go. Because the other ones are just, you know. Oh, I'm gonna get attacked if I hear it. Resi made your ringtone the lobby music from PSO 1 and 2. Awesome. That is good music. It's very chill. Yes, we beat Jill. Back in March, just before I kicked off that whole anniversary April shenanigans. So yes, we kicked off Chris last week. We have died more with Chris, I think, already than in the entire campaign with Jill. Yes, the loading screen. And I absolutely moved the cursor around all the time. Still do. Playing Blue Burst. Dave, how you doing? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Nostalgia's a cruel mistress. It is. It is indeed. Right, cool. Now we have looted everything that was up here. This should look blessedly grey. It does. Awesome. That other hallway is grey, red, because it's 1 and 2 Peaches. Sorry, to match the Sega 1 and 2.
Way uncool. Way uncool.
Well, if you know your sound effects, so you know they've got a 1 and 2 option.
Mierda!
Seeing some folks expressing some opinions in chat via sound alerts. I stabbed that guy in the head. What the fuck? So last random thought about it is... If they had given us Resident Evil 4 as the game in France to take down Umbrella with pretty much everyone from the previous game, then give us the game about Leon in Spain with some minor changes, as Resident Evil 5, probably would have been fine with it. No, absolutely. Like having it be... And having them all get together in Resident Evil 4 to take down Umbrella, and having them take down Umbrella would then explain why Leon is just hanging out on his own in Spain. You know what I mean? They defeated Umbrella. Everything's hunky-dory. Maybe they, you know, maybe they established some sort of counter bioweapon group. But it's done, you know? And that's why Leon is hanging out. Naughty saw a double cheeseburger on sale for £1 and might end up with another gout attack, but it was young. Good on you, Dave. Good on you. I enjoyed playing 5. And I'm sure people who played it co-op had a blast with it. But, yeah. There was some choices made with 5. Quickest way out of here. We've got a couple of puzzles we can solve at the moment. Not even puzzles, really. More world state changes. How many hunters will be between us and that world state change? That's the $1 million question. Play 5 mercs even now. Yeah, so... We'll see how I feel about 5 when we get there again. And yeah, 6 is a great action game, but it's not a scary game at all. Dave, thank you so much for the 7 stream streak. Appreciate it. I like Helena. I think she's a cool character. Yeah, I like her. I like her. Like I said with 2 and 3, I like a Resident Evil that's kind of like multiple locations, seeing how multiple things are happening. Like some of the stuff that happens in 6 feels like a very realistic depiction of what would happen if shit was going down. Other times not so much. And you can see where they were trying to mix up the gameplay and all that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, not a Resident Evil game for sure. That's one that could have had a spin-off title, and I think people would have felt better. You know what I mean? Call it Resident Evil something rather than Resident Evil 6. But hey, part of the reason I pick the series I pick is because they have variety. Like I was saying it the other week, if every single game in the series is incredibly similar to each other, then that kind of makes me not want to play it. Evil Residence 1, that's it. Oh, was that shotgun shells? Fuck, I missed that before. You like Biohazard? Yes. Resident Evil 7. You like turtles? And this I've definitely said before. Resident Evil 7 is part of the reason I'm doing this series playthrough. Because I need to work up the courage to play 7. Because I get stressed out about the games being in third person. So it being in first person, oh boy, we are fucking poisoned. God damn it. Managed to dodge the snakes before. Oh well, we'll make it, I hope. Yeah, I haven't played Village or Requiem, so the last one I played was 6. Like, in casual play. Of course, now that we're streaming the series, I've played plenty of them, but... are there hunters around? That's a hunter sound. No, it's a dog. Okay, that's cool. Dog we can deal with. Last one you play is Umbrella Corners. Cool, cool, cool. Come here, buddy. Fucking hate the dogs. As long as we don't drop dead from poison. That is the main thing. Controversial question coming in. Here we go. Let us see. Which was better, the Resident Evil or Doom movies? Well, has there been more than one Doom movie? I'll be honest. You've asked the wrong person because I haven't seen any of them. I've heard good things about the first Resident Evil. Maybe I'll have a watch along sometime. There are 2 Doom movies. What's the other one? There's the one with Carl Urban and The Rock and stuff. What's the other Doom movie? That was stupid. Yes, the first person scene. That's the only thing I've seen of Doom. The movie is that bit. Okay, we need puzzle things. You like the Arrow movies? That's fine. Oh, hang on, I've got an IMDb link here. Let's see. Doom Annihilation. 2019. A group of UAC Marines respond to a distress call from a top-secret scientific base on Phobos, a moon around Mars, only discovered and overrun by demons who seek to create hell on Earth. Who are these actors? I don't know. They're not really ringing any bells. It sounds like that sounds like a Doom 3 movie. Savage, Dr. Betruger, Joan, Bennett, Winslow, Rance, Akua, Veronica, Tarek, Dr. Khan. Yes, that's sounding like a Doom. What did I just click on? It sounds like a Doom 3 adaptation. Minecraft may be the only game to movie you've ever enjoyed. I enjoyed the Minecraft movie. Of course, I saw it with my kids. So I was with the right audience for sure. I want to see the new Mortal Kombat movies. I love I like the 90s Mortal Kombat movie. It was great. And yes, the Sonic the Hedgehog movies are awesome. Okay, what was I doing? Sorry, everybody. Let me get my head back in the game. Ah, that's what I'm going to do next. We're going to do this. We're going to go... We don't necessarily need a gun at the moment for where I'm going. We need two things. Ah, that's it though. Great. It is annoying when kids flog them, of course. That is adorable though. My youngest daughter in Tomodachi Life made me, but she used the face paint thing to kind of give me Sonic the Hedgehog spikes as well, because she's like, you like Sonic? So it's like, okay. That's cute. Yes, a bit overplayed. Yes, I got quite sick of Frozen back in the day, but it happens. They find their movie that they like. They flog it to death, and then they stop. Eventually, I promise. Bluey. See, that Bluey I never get sick of. It helps that Bluey is like 7 minutes, not even per episode, so... Blink and you're in another Bluey. The plot of Sonic 4, yes. Bluey could never get out. Exactly, I love Bluey. What have we got? Have we got zombies? I think we got zombies. Yeah. Lucky crit. There's something carved in the indentation. 2 vertical lines across and 3 vertical lines. Could it be some kind of symbol? There's something written in the indentation. Really curious what they're going to do for the plot. Yeah, so Shadow's in Sonic 3. And Amy is looking... And Metal Sonic look like they're going to be in Sonic 4. Chili's sister can't have kids though. Oh, yes, yes. They should never be played again. When the wind sweeps across the earth. It's good that they address it. You know what I mean? Yeah, Toy Story 5. I find it a bit ironic that Toy Story 5 is about toys versus tech, and they've made it on whatever super high spec animation machines they're using now. When the wind sweeps across the earth, stars will shine in the heavens. Okay. Have I got the wrong things? I think I've got the wrong things. Okay, we can't do this puzzle yet. I thought I could, but I was wrong. We do not have the right crests. Kids love Toy Story, so I'm hoping they'll watch it. Feel bad for the toys. Just put up iPads forever. You can hope, right? I always find that, you know, kids don't play with toys anymore. To be a real... I don't know. My kids play with toys. They play with Lego. My youngest loves dollhouses. She has multiple dollhouses. You know? And they also like playing on the phone and stuff. Nemo gets lost again. we watched the first 2 Home Alones in the last couple of weeks, and yeah, and like I'm trying to explain to my kids why we're not going to bother with Home Alone 3 or Home Alone: The Holiday Heist, and they're like, because I chose to say it in the form of there's only 2 Home Alone movies. Of course, Disney Plus has all of them. And it's like, but why can't we watch the other ones? I'm like, the other ones are going to be bad. They're not going to have Macaulay Culkin. I don't know if they have any of the original actors at all. So who knows? Next time we chat, folks, I might give you my hot take on Home Alone 3. Discovering Nemo? Finding Nemo, a good day to find Nemo. Finding Nemo with a vengeance. Okay, so what do we got? Okay. We can do the crank is what we can do. And that caution, okay. Finding bombs, hang on. Get a bit serious now. Off to bed, Necro. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. Have a good rest. Okay. Sorry, just doing my inventory sorting. Bluey is absolutely an Aussie. It's made in Queensland. Bluey is a blue healer. Great but terrible idea. Finding Marlin is about Marlin becoming old as dimension wanders off. Oh no. It's a coming of age movie. It's not happy. PG-13. Oh, no. You could have one about the sharks from the first movie, Finding Vegetarianism. Bruce, that's it. He was an Aussie too. Bruce the Shark. Finding Bruce, that's it. Yeah, you were saying in the style of Die Hard. So there's Die Hard, Die Hard 2, Die Harder, Die Hard 3 with a Vengeance. A good day to Die Hard. What else? Live Free and Die Hard. A highly respected movie about fun. There you go. Swim fast and find Nemo. Just call it Swim Hard. Bring out all the depressing ones. A good day to find Nemo. That's it. Finding Nemo, now with Samuel L. Jackson. The sound of the waterfall seems to have stopped. But because you might change your mind, you can never get rid of the crank. Never. Get these motherfucking sharks off my motherfucking reef. Oh, there's one for you. There's one for the depressing column. Bleaching Nemo. Since that's what's happening to our lovely reefs. Bleaching Nemo, it's a crossover with the second part of the Michael movie. Ray teacher, I never found a mate. Well, maybe it can be the story. of love. And you could call it Finding Ray. No, I haven't watched Mr. In Between, really. I've heard good things about it, but it's on... You know how it is. It's on one of those streaming services that I don't have, since there's too many fucking streaming services and only so much money in the world. Okay. Should we save? Should we save? Should we save? What's down under the waterfall? Is there a save point after that? I think let's risk it. Stand and Deliver, the Adam and the Ant song. Your money or your life. Let's go under the waterfall and see what we can see. We do not have the Magnum yet, which is a shame. But we will get it. Oh yes, we will get the Magnum. So dry. It's a dry witty. It can be a bit cruel at times, Australian humour. There's people who aren't very funny. You essentially just insult people and think that's, you know, and hide behind the veil of, oh, just having a laugh, mate. Hey, take a joke. What was the joke? You just called me dickhead 3 times. It's a harsh place and a harsh mistress. God, that dog is still there. Go away, dog. Oh, Jesus. Fucking dogs. Being a former prison colony probably doesn't help. We're more of a cat neighborhood, actually. We've got plenty of cats around. Will you take the ink ribbon? We will. And we do not have the right shape crank for this, do we? There's a hexagonal hole. In, guys. That's it. Alright, folks. This is what I do. I probably saved as Jill in the exact same spot. But we are going to have to call it here for the night. Just because I know there's plenty of risk ahead. So you got to plan ahead in a game like this where you can't save any time. I pressed B and A at the same time. The 16th save. Good lord. Okay, Chrissy boy. Bam. So, programming note for the rest of the week. Usually we'd be playing some Sonic on Friday night. I am going out to a wrestling show on Friday night. So, Friday's out. I did think to stream Thursday night, but before my wrestling show, I have a full day of training in person on Friday. So I can't be, I can't be falling asleep in it for starters, but also I need to get a good night's sleep. Codename Justice, thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. 16-bit grid. I'm not one of the wrestlers, no. It's a smaller one, Peach. It's a kind of an indie, a global indie. It's called World Series Wrestling, and they kind of just get indie people they can get and come along. I'll post some details in the Discord because I don't have them off the top of my head. My wrestler name is Mystical Machine Gun, and my entrance music is Mystical Machine Gun. So yes, but Thursday night I put both kids to bed. If I can get them to bed at a reasonable hour, very true, that is my entrance music. Good call. Celebration is my entrance music. I'm gonna kick your ass now. Punch, punch. They apologize, everyone. That's it. And New Jack style, the music just keeps playing the entire time. Anyway, I'm trying to tell people what's happening if I can get the kids to bed at a reasonable hour on Thursday, we will try and finish the cathedral level of Thief. Because we're partway through that. And that seems like a very massive level. So if I can get the kids to bed at a reasonable hour, we may be doing a little thieving. Okay? We shall absolutely have to see. But that was great fun. We've made some great progress in Resident Evil with Chris. We only died a couple of times, so that's good. Good night to you, friend 16-bit grit. Let me just do some thank yous for people. Oh my god, it's a long list tonight. It's a long list. Really appreciate it. Oh, I missed that Jake Jesus gave us a follow as well. Anyway, starting from the top. Jake Jesus, thank you so much again for the raid. Massive raid, really appreciate it. McDonald's gave me diabetes, thank you for the follow. Jake Jesus, thank you for the follow as well. Mean Machine Dean, a fellow I'm MMG, he's MMD. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, Rosie, for the resub. Thank you, Peaches, Draconic Dude, Spook Plays Games, Retro Charity for the streaks. All appreciated very much. General Peaches, thank you for the redeem of Nappletail on the Dreamcast. The KH fan 358 over 3D. I don't even know how to say that name properly. That's Kingdom Hearts for you. Thank you for the follow. And Code Name Justice, thank you so much for the follow as well. All greatly appreciated. And I see you, chat. I appreciate it. So yes, maybe we'll see you Thursday night. If not, we'll be back on Tuesday. Ooh, will I be back on Tuesday? Watch the Discord. We shall see. It might be Monday. Because it's my sister-in-law's birthday and it is bang on Tuesday. So it might be a Monday night stream. We shall see. Oh my gosh. Lots of programming notes to take care of. That's why you follow the socials. That's why you join the Discord. So you know what's going on in the world of Mystical Machine Gun. But it is that time of the night where we should be raiding to see some people. And of course, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. Let's go find someone to raid, shall we?